Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Bloodborne stream, technically. Since the first one didn't go so well. If you were here yesterday, then you will know that we had a couple of audio issues, and it was just a big mess yesterday, and I had to cut the stream early. I think I fixed it, So when we go in there, I'm going to actually load up a old save of mine real quick. And do a little bit in the first area. And then we will see if everything's hooked up. It should be. But I don't want to start a new one. But we're going to completely restart the game. So why don't we just jump over onto one of the old profiles here. And take a look just to make sure that we are we have the correct audio. Because I don't want to go through another hour without it being correct. So I just want to take a couple stabs at a wall on an old save just to make sure. Just let me know if it's good crazy. It should be. Because we had a huge mismatch of audio. It was way off yesterday. But if it sounds good to everybody, we can start one. We're good? Yeah, okay. It was a mess. I just got a bit overwhelmed on stream yesterday since it took us 40 minutes. I got off, and I think I got off. I took a break. I went through everything, and then I figured it out after 7 minutes. Not even. My settings were just a little off. And that's all it takes to fuck up this equipment. It was just there was one particular setting that was a little off that got switched for some reason. But we're going to start a new game.
Oh, yeah. Pale. Well, you've come to the right place. Yharnam is the home of blood administration. You need only unravel its mystery. But where's an outsider like yourself to begin? Easy, with a bit of Yharnam blood of your own. But first, you'll need a contract.
Okay, and like I said yesterday, I'm going to be quiet for the cutscenes. I really enjoyed this game. We're coming back for the Bloodborne community event to help out new players, check out new things, and just do a quick playthrough. Yeah, you can hear it this time? Yeah, I don't know. It was so messed up. Because like I said, we organized the living room, which is where all my streaming equipment is. And it got messed up. But I checked to make sure that the capture card had visual audio, but it never... And to make sure it had audio on the back end, but I never checked to make sure it was fucking in sync before we streamed. But when Snowy and I streamed on Friday together, it was on the PC, so that doesn't matter with the capture card. But like I said, we're going to go through, we're going to do all this. I'm going to share as many tips as I can about it, and we're just going to have a good time. It's a very important game to me. It's going to be very great. But we're just going to remake the character. I'm going to stick with the strength build. I'm going to redo everything I just did. I'm a little bit more warmed up as well, so that's going to help. Yeah, I turned it up for the game. So we'll do that. Appearance. At least I have it saved. Like I said, it takes me forever to make characters. So I will never do that on stream. Ever. Everything's fine. Yeah, I'm pressing buttons. Pressing buttons that shouldn't be pressed. Where the hell? Origin. Yeah, I was in the right one. I think I chose Violent Pass yesterday for strength builds. Looks good enough. But it should be all good for us to go through the game this time. I'm very excited.
Good. All signed and sealed. Now, let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry. Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream.
It's the friendly little helpers with the maws that don't quit. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I stepped out for a second.
You found yourself a hunter.
And we're back, almost like we've been here before. Yeah, so if you were here yesterday, it's going to be a little bit of a repeat, but not as much as it was yesterday, because we know what's going on. Oh, I can actually go this way. Oh, was that not it? Oh, guess I was mistaken. Okay, and then the only piece of advice you really get through this game. Seek Pale Blood to transcend the hunt, and that's all. That's all we get. Must have to wait a little bit before the clinic's open. It's been a little bit, but like I said, yesterday we talked about some tips. I'm going to go over them again. For here, they expect you to go karate chop a werewolf for absolutely no reason. Because you think you're a badass with your little choppy hands, but we're not going to do that. We are going to run past like a little bitch. We will be back for him later. Or he'll kill us. It doesn't quite matter. We all get what we want. You're supposed to die. They make that clear to you right away in this game. You are supposed to die. I did it. Everybody else did. Oh, he was good boy and sat back there. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Excuse me. I don't really care about you. I just want to get up this ladder. Scuttle away. Yeah, but it took me like 7 minutes to actually fix it for today. And we're going to light this. And we are going to teleport to the Hunter's Dream. To get our actual weapon. As opposed to having nothing and fighting a werewolf barehanded. Because they suck. They really suck. Yeah, but this is the Hunter's Dream. It's just the hub of the game. You can access it by touching your first lantern. Or touching any subsequent lanterns after the first one. If you want to come back here. Or you'll get sent back here every time you die. And you get to pick your first weapon. The Threaded Cane is for primarily dex builds. It has a cane form and then a chain whip form. It's very good for dex. I feel like it's very underrated. Every weapon in this game is good. Every single one. Like, there is no, like, best weapon. It's whatever you want to use, because there's not a lot of them. Very few. The Hunter's Axe is for strength builds, which is what we will be using, and it goes between a one-handed axe to a two-handed axe. And finally, the Saw Cleaver, which is my personal favorite starting weapon, but we're trying to mix it up, so hopefully I don't steamroll the game too much. I am very, like, new-ish to strength weapons in this game, so I'm going to try and use something that I'm not entirely used to. But this weapon goes between a saw blade and an extended cleaver. But we're going to choose the axe. Now again, we are going to go over here and pick our gun. So the guns are primarily just for parrying unless you're on a blood tinge build, which the blood tinge scales directly into the guns, which makes it so you can do a lot of damage from just a gunshot, especially if you use bone marrow ash to juice up the gun. You can, like, kill a boss just with the gun and without ever stabbing it. Plus, there's weapons that scale with blood tinge, so it makes it worth it. The Hunter pistol is a little bit quicker on the draw, but less forgiving. I did play around with both of them a little bit yesterday on a different characters, because some of them use shotguns, some of them don't. The Hunter's pistol is way faster on the draw, but has less of, like, a ability to catch people that are moving quick, as well as it gives it a little bit, like, the shotgun gives a little bit more leeway for error. So if you don't time it right, the shotgun's a lot nicer on the timing than the pistol is. But if you think you can handle it, the pistol is better, in my opinion, for really, like, getting that timing in on really fast attacks, where this one's better just in general. But we're going to take the... we're using the axe. We'll take the shotgun, I think. No? I don't know. I've made my decision. I don't know. I'm indecisive. On heavy weapons, I generally take a shotgun, but I want to use the handgun. But all we have to do is... There's not really anything here, I don't think. Oh, we could talk to Gehrman right away. We didn't do that yesterday.
You must be the new hunter. Welcome to the hunter's dream. This will be your home for now. I am Gehrman, friend to you, hunter.
He's just an old guy.
Sure to be in a fine haze about now, but don't think too hard about all of this. Just go out and kill a few beasts. It's for your own good. You know, it's just what hunters do. You'll get used to it.
Can I talk to you more?
This was once
Yes.
a safe haven for hunters. A workshop where hunters used blood to enhance their weapons and flesh. We don't have as many tools as we once did, but you're welcome to use whatever you find. Even the dog, should it please you.
Yes, and he does give you permission to have sex with his doll. This one. Yeah. It's a little fucked up, but it's okay. It gets more fucked up in about, like, an hour. Or however long I'm out here. You'll see. You'll understand. We're gonna go back to the first area. I'm so happy I fixed the audio. It was such a mess. I was devastated that I had to stop yesterday. I just couldn't do it. I could not fix it on stream yesterday. I couldn't. Okay, and the most amazing thing about Bloodborne, in my opinion, is the weapons, besides, you know, everything else. The weapons have two forms, and it makes them so cool. This is probably the least flashy of the weapons. It's not really flashy, but it definitely gets the job done. Now, we can go over and play with this guy. Pretty weak. Don't ever ever underestimate the werewolves, though. They just give you that one as a given, like, ha, I got a weapon now, I can kick your ass. Yeah. They will slaughter you. I would say that was the thing I was the most afraid of for a very long time starting this game. The item's right here. So, blood vials are your primary source of healing, and then the silver bullets are for your gun. Ugh. Come here. Now, the movesets are very ornate and beautiful in this game. And there is a lot of combos that you can be done between switching between the two forms, which I always loved. Because you can, like, combo into them. And it makes the PvP so fun in this game. Now, blood vials, unlike other Souls games, do not reset. You have to farm them. Most enemies will drop them, but you still have to farm them. In the DLC, there is a very, very amazing place to farm them, but mostly, you just gotta be careful. But I'm very excited to get this axe up a level or two, because we can use this for quite a while before we get the weapon that we will be playing with the entire game. I fucked that up. Item? No. Well, we're gonna knock on all the doors again.
Are you that outsider? Well, sorry, but I don't want anything to do with you. Trot along, will ya?
Yeah, but they don't like us here at all. They don't like outsiders. But my biggest tip in this game is to do a lot of hit and run with the enemies. Really manage them. You want to control them, you don't want them to chase and control you. There's plenty of areas where running past is a very viable and good solution. Ow. Ow. Now, you can get a good portion of your health back after immediately getting hit. Because if you watch my HP next time I get hit, there will be like a little fake portion of my HP. And that means that if I hit them, hit the enemies after I've been damaged, there is a you can get a portion of your HP back, and it really helps manage it. So it really awards aggressive gameplay in this game, even with heavy weapons. This just brings us back to the ladder we went up before. Now we are going to continue this way. I think there was a door. The doors are all marked by these little, like, pink lanterns. Red, I don't know. Colors.
Lads, you've come on. You'd open the door on a night of hunt. Away with you. Now.
Again, he's right, though. I mean, honestly. I don't know why we're trying to go into everybody's houses, though. We're supposed to be out here hunting. It's our job. It's all we are. It's all we do. Maybe if I play a strength weapon like it's a dex weapon, maybe that's what I need to do. And Bloodstone Shard, that is what is required to upgrade your weapons. Okay. I keep thinking this thing's slightly longer than it is. Messages. Beware of ambush. Thank you, but I'm fairly certain you'd be getting ambushed while reading that message. Are they gonna see me? They are. Yeah, but a lot of enemies will drop blood vials. Oh, that was a good hit. So, what is the moving forward? Okay, it's a little stab. That was a bad decision. But I'm very happy I was able to get the audio fixed. It was just such a mess. But thank you for bearing with me, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of the gameplay. Now, how do I want to do this again? Last time, running through was a better option. We did kill everything that one time. But for right now, I'm just going to go through. The blood, like the cold blood, there's an item down there yet. But we will be back. The cold blood is just like stored money, because the only thing that really happens on death is you lose all of your money. And we will come back and talk to a lot of this stuff. I just want to get this done first, because this is arguably the most important thing to do in the early area. I generally get the entire first area set up and cleared out before I take on even the first side boss. It's called a side boss, but I don't know. I've always felt like it was necessary. I don't know how you progress without it. Like, I don't know how you progress to like past a certain extent without it, and it's always kind of confused me why it's called a side boss. Maybe I'm just missing something, but we're gonna do them anyway. I feel like when we can get like just a tad bit more and just get that double hit damage done, that'd be amazing. Now right here, following this route through the building, will bring us back to our first lantern. So this is primarily most of like your beginning early area built. Like, you have the ability to go through pretty much everything by this point. There is a staircase that goes up here, which is where we will be going later. Did I kill you already? I did. When the hunt began, the healing church left us, blocking the great bridge to the cathedral ward, as old Yharnam burned to the ground that moonlit night. Okay, so we are going to ignore upstairs. There's these big guys, which we are going to wait with. We could definitely take them now, but they can be annoying. They have a brick. But we're going to go back through this way. Now, the enemies won't be back until I am killed, or I return to the Hunter's Dream. Oh, I missed an item. Yum. And any of the reserve items you get are sent to the Hunter's Dream into a storage box if you have, like, an item equipped, like the... For example... I'm gonna run through this real quick. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Just keep rolling, just keep rolling, just keep rolling, rolling, rolling. What do? We roll, roll, roll. Okay, we're good. I don't think they'll actually chase me. Bloodstone shard. We need lots of those. Now, I actually want to talk to this.
I don't reckon you're from round here. Well, stuck outside on a night of the hunt. Oh, you poor, poor thing.
You will understand as we go through the story why they're such assholes about letting people in. There is a lot of beasts, and there's quite a few beasts that appear to look human as well. As well as the fact that just because someone is a human does not make them friendly. Most things are terrible in this game. Most things are not good, and it's completely understandable why they act like that. So, they're in there partying while I'm out here fighting monsters. And I do believe this entire game takes place over one night. But I'm trying to be pretty thorough with the items. At least in the first area, a lot of it is useful. There's a couple things, like pebbles, that are not useful. So dogs are the spawn of the devil. They are terrible. They will kill you. Easily. They are squishy, but it does not stop them from being any more terrible than they already are. You will understand later, and I probably will get mauled by dogs more than once. Can all of you come this way? I am not coming up there with you. I need that dog to come down here. They are extremely weak to bullets. It staggers them, and the dogs in FromSoft games are always the worst thing, in my opinion. Like, I think I've been killed by dogs more than bosses. Okay, that's actually a pretty decent method of attacking with this axe. Come on, come down here, puppy. I think I just gotta be more aggressive. Like I said, maybe if I start using it like a dex weapon is exactly what I need to do. At least for me. But we are getting plenty of HP. We're gonna need it, of course, and we're gonna suck these down like they're crack. And here is your first encounter with more wolves, but do not fight them unless you really have to until you're experienced, because they will kill you. They will. They are horrid beasts, especially with two of them right next to each other. I would say in early game, I feared that more than anything else. Now, we got all the items down there, I do believe. We can come up here. There's plenty of items up here. Pebbles are just for really... They do like 1 damage. I could throw pebbles at them from up here. It just draws them in. And then you can roll through this. Find yourself another item. And roll through it again. And then you can find more secrets. Don't trust anything in this game, because nothing is as it appears. And that is the biggest thing I can... Oh, did he see me and then run down there? These things are awful. They are horrible, specifically the ones with spears. They're always bad, but the ones with spears are worse. Ow! I didn't let it go in time. They have some pretty decent HP, especially if you are using a dex weapon right at the beginning. But they hurt a lot. If you're using a dex weapon right at the beginning of the game, they can be pretty hard to deal with. Now, these ones are the worst ones. But at least heavy weapons have a ton of stagger in this game. You see that combo he just pulled? That shit is terrible. Now, this one has a tendency to fall down here and making your life terrible. The other one's all the way back there. He shouldn't bother us. Now, there's rats, which are like dogs, but in packs. As long as I don't back up too much, I shouldn't hit the other rats. Oh, you're a spear one. We're gonna have to go down there, so we're not out of the woods yet. And this is where you get the signature armor of the game. The Hunter's Garb. It's the stuff on the cover. It's really great. It's just a very beautiful, dark, gothic armor set. But I don't generally wear face coverings. Please carry on in my stead. I will. But I won't like you because you're a quitter. Now, this was my first FromSoft game that I ever played. I picked it up for like 20 bucks on a whim. Can I can't lock onto him. Yes, those are all alive. And I loved it. And after this one, I'm like, well, if I actually I got my ass kicked my first time. Ow. the first time I ever played, I got my ass kicked by the first real boss of the game. And, he slaughtered me, and slaughtered me, and slaughtered me, and slaughtered me until I quit the game. And after I quit the game, I put it down for a very long time. And then, inevitably, I did pick it back up. There's a piggy. A horrific big piggy, but still a piggy. But after I quit the game, I heard someone at my high school talking about how he just beat Bloodborne and how good it was and how it was the best game he ever played. And I was like, it can be beaten. It can be done. So, I went back to try it again. And eventually beat the first boss. And I went through the game and I have loved it ever since. It is my favorite game, by far. It's amazing. It's like 15, 20 bucks. Go pick it up yourself. It is the best game I've ever played. How'd that work for you, buddy? Don't make me... Whenever they make me use my gun, they're gonna get their ass kicked. And that is how you parry. You need to... land the gunshot right before the attack lands, and then they enter that parry stance where you can do the most badass parry in any game I've ever played, where you just shove your hand in their chest. You get used to it. Now, the best person I've ever seen parry in this game, and I mean the best, unbridled, they did it their first time and have never missed a shot since, would be Snowy. It's crazy. Crazy. I'm like, how are you so good at that? It took me so long to be able to do that. And she's like, oh, it's just like Spyro. I'm like, Spyro? Like that. Bloodborne is not like Spyro. She's like, you just wait for the time and then you stab them. Yeah. She's a scary, but yeah, she'll tell you she's shit at games. She's a liar. She's a fucking liar. Anybody that can nail their first shot. So she just went through the game visceral attacking attacks that I didn't even know could be visceral attacked. She just parried everything. She's like, well, I don't know if that can be parried, but we're going to shoot until we find out. But she does not miss a beat. Plus, she's a strength build. I think she uses Ludwig's, which is what we're going to be using. And the stake driver. She went with the stake driver just because the skill's super amazing with visceral attacking, which is what she does. It's crazy, man. She's terrifying. The answer is no, I don't. I'm gonna leave you until I find someplace safe for you, old lady. Now, we're gonna kill this thing before we continue on. Now, this is where I get my favorite early game weapon, is down here. So I'll show you guys how to get it. It's amazing if you're doing a quality build, which is investing into both strength and dexterity. Which are like the primary aspects of the Souls games. Is you got your dex related builds, your strength related builds, and then your quality builds, which is investing into both. Which is generally, I would say, one of the best things you can do for like a newer player, because it's very simple. You invest into your... You gotta be really careful with these fucking things so you don't chuck yourself off. You gotta just invest into both strength and dex. Scale them equally up to the soft cap, which I believe is 50, or... yeah, 50 in this game. And then you're going to be doing good damage and be great. Hello, my favorite NPC in most games, Eileen the Crow.
Oh, a hunter, are you? And an outsider? What a mess you've been caught up in. And tonight of all nights. Here, to welcome the new hunter.
Now, I'm going to show you something you can do with these Bolt Hunters Mark. What they do is they send you back to the lantern without having to, like, die or use the other item, which gets rid of your blood echoes. So you don't want to get rid of your money, of course. So these are just a consumable that you can use to go back there. And there's going to be a little trick I'm going to show you.
Prepare yourself for the worst. There are no humans left. They're all flesh-hungry beasts now.
Now we're going to keep talking to her.
Still lingering about. What's wrong? A hunter unnerved by a few beasts. No matter. Without fear in our hearts, we're little different from the beasts themselves.
Now, she's one of the few nice people you meet. Well, if you considered someone that hunts other people, she doesn't hunt beasts, she hunts people. Particularly hunters that are going mad. So, like, for example, if I would start losing myself and start turning into a beast, she would be the one that would come kill me before I turned into a beast. Which, she's fucking scary. Now, the first time I ever played, I accidentally murdered her because I didn't see her and I was just smacking boxes. And, when I was just smacking the boxes, I hit her enough to piss her off. She started chasing me. I ran into the rafters, and then, ow. I ran across the rafters into a specific spot, turned around, and she lunged at me and fell down all the way down there. Not to her death, but to near death. Enough to where I could sit on the boat, and she started that boat down there. And she started chewing on it like she was Jaws. And then I killed her, and then you get the Blade of Mercy. Which is so much fun. Do I recommend killing her? Absolutely not. It was just an oopsie that I made. You also can buy her armor set. Which is also amazing. But we are almost through the first area enough to be able to go to the bosses. I have access to both of the bosses already. You can do them at any time. I just have a very specific set of things I like to do before the first boss. Now, I think he might chase me over here out of the gunshot range. You have to be so careful with these spear guys. I cannot stress that enough. They will kill you. You be very careful. They don't do, like, a fuck ton of damage per hit, but they will hit you a ton. Ooh, Bloodstone Shard. Now, we will retrieve those items I dropped down. We just have to clear... Ow. Ow. Clear a path first. These two together suck. And I recommend getting rid of the one with the spear first. Thank you. It does sound great today. I just had to work on it, and now it sounds good. I don't know. It sucked. I mean, at least we're back in it today. Okay. The only item to drop down is this after you deal with the crows. There's another one. I see it. It's behind the box being a liar. There's more. The crows terrify me. I don't know why. They're just terrifying to me. Now, we will be going up that ladder I just looked at. But there's a little bit more we have to do on this side for items before we do that. Now, I'm going to try to drop down here and grab this item on this. I don't remember what it is. Anything back here? No. But now we can climb back up here and get those items I dropped. There are some more rats we have to deal with, and then also an item that we need to do that trick I was talking about. Oop, missed one. My knees. So there's just a ton of rats here. So here's one of the items. But there's also the rats underneath this. They're really squishy, but they can stagger you a lot. So more bloodstone shards from one of the corpses. Another rat down. Any more rats? No. Now, some of those rats may try to pile drive you when you're down in this little nook. Now, right over there is my favorite weapon. They look like feathered seals. I don't disagree. You gotta remember this game is like, what, 10 years old now? Madman's Knowledge, that's the item we need. Now, those rats might try to jump down here with me. They're scampering. No, they're gonna stay. Now, we just need to go back up and drop down the other side. The texturing on some of the enemies is weird. The fur. They tried to go like hyper realistic on the fur, and it makes them look scraggly and horrible. Also, those stair toppings, those severely bother my eyes with the weird fucking eye condition. I just try not to look at them. They make me so nauseous. Yeah, but they look like so scraggly and terrible. But I mean, I feel like that's what they're supposed to look like. That's a lot of rats in there. But here is my favorite weapon in the game, if I was not playing a strength weapon. And that is the Saw Spear. It's an upgraded version, I would say, of the Saw Cleaver. And it is just, I mean, it's gnarled, it's sick. It has a very great moveset. He can go through the entire game with it very easily. And it switches into a long-reaching spear. And has just a very beautiful attack speed and moveset. But we are not scaled properly with it, so I'm going to put that away. Any more rats? No. Now, I missed an item on these. Just throwing knives. Throwing knives are like a higher damage pebble. Like, they're pebbles, but they scale with dex and they hurt them. I never really use them. If I use anything, I just use poison knives. But thank you, love. I will have a good stream. Now, we are almost ready to actually fight the bosses. After 45 minutes of running around, we are ready to get things done. That pretty much wraps up all of the major items. We need to come back up here to this other one. Yeah, these pointy tops. We need to wrap this up. And then it'll be very quiet in Yharnam because most things are dead. That won't be for long, but more Madman's Knowledge. That's your alternative if you don't want to go down by the rats. Now, there's this guy. I don't know if we can manage to get a visceral attack backstab on him. I don't know if he'll turn around or not. Okay, he does turn around. You have to, like, trust your strength weapon. You have to trust it. Shining coins. Is there anybody to talk to at either of these? Now, there's a little side quest you can do right up here. Knock.
Wretched outsider. Trying to fool me to open this door. Heaven steps at depravity.
Yeah. They can just tell by the knock that I'm an outsider. I don't know how. They must have peepholes. Now, this is a cute little side story. That's a fucking lie. This is an atrocious side story. Everything about this makes you want to be sad and depressed, and there's no good ending. Nothing you do makes a difference. You hear the music box?
Who are you? I don't know your voice, but I know that smell. Are you a hunter? Did you saw you look for my mum? Daddy never came back from the hunt, and she went to find him. But now she's gone too. I'm all alone. I'm scared.
I will find the girl's mother.
Really? Oh, thank you. My mum wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, I mustn't forget. If you find my mum, give her this music box.
Now, the tiny music box.
It's one of Daddy's favourite songs. And when Daddy forgets us, we play it for him so he remembers. Mum's so silly running off without it.
Now, the music box can be used against the first boss, which unfortunately is her father. It is a very niche item. It can only be used against him. It can only be used once per fight, but it is quite useful against him if you need it. I can demonstrate. Now, we have officially grabbed all the items I care about in the first area. So we are going to go up and visit the first boss you will probably encounter in this game. Naturally, if you're anything like me. Now, everything's still dead. There's some more enemies up here since we didn't dispatch these. I'm not gonna deal with the werewolves, although I could show you a cheese for the werewolves. So the werewolves are right up this on the right. If you go piss them off, I'm not gonna do it right now, I don't think. But they're right here. If you go piss them off, you can run back in here, jump in here, and they cannot fit through this door. So you can kill them slowly from right here. They give you quite a bit of money. I believe like 500 a pop, something like that. They're very good for farming blood vials. If we run out, I will start farming them here. But you can kill them here, and then sometimes they'll clip through the stairs and fall down, and sometimes they won't. But you can just slowly kill them in this door where they can't get you, and it will make your beginning game way easier until you learn how to actually deal with them. Now, we need to go down here and equip the Bold Hunter's Mark. First step of the trick I'm about to show you. Second step, go back into the inventory, go down to a madman's knowledge, and use it. One of them. It will give you one insight. Insight is that eye that appears in the top right corner. Insight can be used for two things. One thing insight does is it is used as a currency in like this little one of the bird baths in the Hunter's Dream, which I will show you later, for buying boss items or Chalice dungeon related things. The second thing it can do is the more insight you have, the more of the world you can see, and that is the coolest shit in this game. It's not necessary, it doesn't really add anything to the game other than like visuals, but it allows you to see the horrors that are here in the truth behind things. Things you wouldn't be able to see normally. So, unlike some of my other games, I have like 99 insight, so the things that I can see are just horrific. And it makes you understand why people rip out their own eyes here. The more you see, the worse things get. Knowledge is sometimes a little bit of a too harsh reality. And that is how beautiful this game is. The DLC is also pretty amazing. We will probably do it on stream. I don't know. Now, I need to piss this off. I can't back up too much because there's the wolves. I find this to be the easiest way to deal with these guys. And they are probably the best thing you can practice your visceral attack on. And what I'd recommend, those two down there right next to the lantern, I would recommend practicing with them. They will make your life very easy. Now, this is the entrance to the first boss to encounter. We have our insight. We have our Bolt Hunter's Mark. And we have the Cleric Beast. He is horrible. He will kick your ass until you figure out the game. He might kick my ass. It's been a long time since I played. But now what we're going to do is we're going to use the Bolt Hunter's Mark. And there's a reason for this. And this is a very good tip for you beginners out there. Now we're back in the clinic, which is technically the last place we rested, and we are going to go back to the Hunter's Dream. This will allow us to level up. You need insight to be able to level up. You get 1 insight from looking at a boss. But now, the doll is alive. You don't technically need to use the madness. You can. There's 2 ways. I just wanted to show you both ways. Using the madness will give you an insight. Looking at the boss will give you an insight. If you want to use one of the skulls of a madman, you don't have to go into the first boss. You then just have an insight. You need 1 insight to see her and level up. So what you can do is you can pop a skull of the madman, go back to the lantern, and come back in here, and she will be standing up. Your other alternative is not using a thing of a skull of a madman and just teleporting out of the boss and coming back here, and you will also see her. If you see I have 2, I don't need to. I just wanted to show you what they did and explain. So first, I'm going to accept the gift, consume insight, and ring the beckoning bell to enlist the cooperation of hunters from other worlds. Completely forgot about that. So the beckoning bell, this is what allows you to call for help from other hunters to help you with bosses. And then ring the old hunter's bell to enlist the old hunters. Old hunters are like, there will be little like things on the ground that you can go ring the bell at, and they will be offline helpers that will help you out. Now, the bird bath over there is the shop, more or less. But for like using your money at. But we're going to talk to her. She's very important.
Hello, good hunter. I am a doll, here in this dream to look after you. Honorable hunter, pursue the echoes of blood, and I will channel them into your strength. You will hunt beasts, and I will be here for you to embolden your sickly spirit.
Okay, so now we can channel blood echoes. Use blood echoes to raise stats and level up.
Very well. Let the echoes become your strength. Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
Now, we can power up just like any other Souls game. And the reason that you want to come here before fighting the first boss is, say I have that 5,000 blood echoes. And then I went into the boss and then I die. Now is when it gives you the ability to level up, even though you just left all of your money in the boss room. Now you have to kill it to get your money, but then you can't level up without getting your, doing the thing or going and refarming all the money back. Which I just recommend doing it this way, and it makes it easy. Okay, so I can get a couple levels. So I want to just... I want to do it 14, 17. That looks good for right now. I'm just shy of another level.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Now, I'm going to go over here. You can just consume them, but I want to see how much they are a pop. The trade in blood echoes with messengers to buy and sell items. I want to sell my items. I want to see... Okay, so if I sell these... I'll just sell one of these. And one of these. And I should have enough to get a level and then possibly some more health. No, it was too much. Get a level into health. But we have all of that now. to deal with. Now, Gehrman just kind of rolls around here. Here is your workshop. Now, I'm probably going to need a little bit. Fortify weapons using bloodstones. I need to use some of that other money I have to level up. I have enough to level myself up quite a bit. I might be a little... Oops. I might be a little shy on money. Use multiple. I'll use like 4. Fortify weapon. Now, we're shy like 4 of them. You could technically farm up the bloodstone shards from like the enemy drops. But now, we are going to go into the first boss with multiple levels underneath of our belt. And a +2 weapon. Or a +3 if you would like to. Like if you're struggling, you can definitely like go out, kill some things, come back. I don't need this on right now. Go out, kill some things, come back, get some levels. Pick up all those items I showed you. Now we want to go to Central Yharnam instead of the first floor sick room. Pick up all those items I showed you and you will at least be here. Those extra 4 I have are probably from drops, I would have to say. They give you enough to level up. Because this is also how strong you're going to be for the first boss. Now, all the enemies are back, which I know bothers some people, but now we're significantly stronger than we were before. Now, I don't know if I should fight the cleric beast using the small form or the big one. I also recommend killing this guy as much as possible because he drops 4 bullets pretty much every time. Now you can lock on, you can not lock on. I've known some people that have gone through the game without locking on ever because they just didn't like it. But now I'm just gonna run past these guys here. But it is very useful just for the quick step ability. So when you're locked on, can I lock onto you? Ow. Gonna do that shit to me right away, huh? Acting like I remember how you work. But this guy is a tank. What I just did there, where I like just did the step to the side really fast, that is a quick step. The bosses are so epic. Especially if you can get like a visceral attack on them like that. But you have to watch out for the grab attack. I think I'm gonna switch to the littler form. Ow. Again, I might die. It's been a long time since I played. He is super easy when you're warmed up. He's gonna enter a rage mode here. But I'm gonna see if I can get some hits in. His head is super weak. When his head's down, you can do a lot of damage. You can also get a lot of health back by hitting him. A lot even after you get hit. And I would say his head's weak, but staying behind him and at his sides are the safest. I'm not going to be stingy. Okay, I weakened his head enough to go for another visceral. Now he's pissed. I like to stay away from him when he's doing this. You don't have to. He does leave himself open a lot. I think I'm just going to go for it here. Can I get a headshot on him? You have to be very particular with the aiming. There's the hit. And he is down. I had to take a lot more heals than I usually do, but now you get the Sword Hunter's badge, which I believe gives you access to all of the light lamp. All of the starter weapons now. You can just buy them. But he's technically a side boss, technically a side boss. But he's very fun to do. Now this is the Great Bridge of Yharnam. If you remember that sticky note that we found, or little sheet of paper, it said that they closed this bridge on the, when old Yharnam burned, so people couldn't get out. Now, you can't actually progress this way. Now this door, there's actually something on the other side of this, but you can't get it from this side. So I'm actually going to return to the Hunter's Dream now. But that is the first boss done. Took us an hour to get there, but oh well. It doesn't feel like an hour. I get really into this game. Now we have more health. Now here is the other bird bath I was talking about. This one allows you to shop using Insight. You can get the small resonant bell, which I'm going to buy. You also get a couple insight from killing bosses. Small resonant bell allows you to, and sinister bell, resonant bell, allows you to invade. Sinister allows you to invade other people as an enemy to murder them. And PvP them. It's awful and fun. We'll pick that up too. Now, the other resonant bell, which is what we're going to equip here. The beckoning bell allows you to call for help, while the small resonant bell allows you to help people. Now, we'll see how I feel about helping. I probably will offline for sure. I just want to come back to Bloodborne for a little bit. Now, we need 4 more for that. Now, you can repair your weapons. They do get damaged, but it's unless you're using a very specific weapon in the game, it will not break very often. And it warns you beforehand.
Come home, good hunter.
Most of the time you'll forget that
Very well.
there is even a repair option. Now, I'll put that up a little bit and throw that up to 18. Sounds good. I have a little bit extra. A little bit extra monies. But another thing we're going to have to do is we'll farm for it. I just want a few levels. Is we are going to need the Hunter Chief Emblem. It costs 10,000. Now, I'm probably going to save up my money after the next boss. You don't need it right away, but it does allow you to progress the game. So you're going to need it at one point in time. I like getting it out of the way. Sometimes I'll even save my money after the Cleric Beast and not spend it and use it on that. But we'll probably do that for Gascoigne, who is the next boss. I'm just going to go to Central Yharnam again. But we will go on our way to the second boss. I can't remember. I don't think that item allows you to get... No, I take it back. That item does not allow you to buy the starter things. I am incorrect. That was not the Saw Hunter badge. The Saw Hunter badge comes from the pig. That's what that is. It's been a while. Why don't we check that? Fact check myself here. I think that Saw Hunter badge comes from the pig. I think the one we just got just gets you the Hunter emblem. I don't know. It's been a while. We're gonna go down here. This is the brings us into that sewer we were in earlier that we came up, and this is the shortcut to the next boss. But we're gonna go stab a pig. I'm gonna send that back up. So this way brings you to the next boss. Watch out, there is a fireball that will roll there, but we're going this way for the time being. It's a piggy. stay to his sides, and he's not a threat. But, I mean, our damage is very high. Is this where you get the saw? Was I just incorrect? No, there it is. Saw Hunter badge. Now that should allow you. Now, see this? See this hallway? It's a goddamn lie. Too many have died to this. I can't allow more. It is nothing but a pit for you to throw yourself into. Now, there is a fireball that rolls down this bridge and, like, attacks you and can kill you. But if you come up this way, you startle them, and they'll launch the fireball and kill their allies on accident. And it's kind of funny. Long ladder. Hello? So, instead of having to fight your way through all that, if you go down past the pig, everything will get murdered. Instead of having to go and fight your way up. Not that fighting your way up's too hard. You can bait him into at least, like, taking out a few of these guys. And then you can come up here. But if you come up behind them, they get startled and then blow things up. I fucked it up. I don't know why I cannot backstab. I think I'm getting too close. But our damage is significantly higher than it was before, after all the levels and upgrading the weapon. 3 more. Now, we are at the first boss. The first real one. Right here, up these stairs. The boss, the noob killer, the one that made me quit the game, and probably everybody else that quit this game. He can be upsetting. And again, if we go, we can equip the tiny music box. Whoops. And it will stun him. I recommend saving it for his later HP pool after he has 3 stages inside of 1 HP. Short, he uses the same weapon as I. So he starts in the the one-handed form, switches to the 2, and then enters a different form at the end. But here we go. And yes, this is the girl's father.
Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
Yeah, Mr. Gascoigne. Yeah, Gascoigne. He's a hunter just like us. He can also be visceral attacked just like us. I gotta get my timing down. He also has a gun too. He can indeed parry you.
What's that smell? The sweet blood.
So you have to be careful. He will try to parry you.
It's enough to make a man sick.
I like how we stunned each other there. He will repeatedly try to parry you. He is just like you. I will get knocked back by his 3rd form. Oh, or killed. That works. Play the music box. Fuck. Fuck! God damn it. He got me. He got me. He was low. And that's what happens. I was fucking him up. I did great. I really did. Most of the time, I don't die to him. Sometimes you do. He just got me on an uppercut. I was just doing that last hit. I shouldn't have. I got greedy. And thus is how the cookie crumbles. Now we just run back. We ignore the enemies. We have plenty of HP left. He is very, very good to visceral attack. Visceral attack is more of a... like, it's for thrusting weapons, which we really don't have right now. Now, I'm just going to run through this, because we just want to run over to him. So, here's the alternate way. Are you going to start the fireball? Excuse me, pardon me. Ah, that sucks. I was so close. I should have had it. Ah, I feel offended to myself. Now, where's my money? In his second, I should have let him, like... you can let him break a lot of these tombstones in his second phase. You gotta take a lot of hits to get the viscerals off. I like how we both tried to parry each other and did nothing. Ouch. I had the same idea! We're twinsies! Oh, too early. Too early. By a lot. Now his second form will do a lot more. The two-handed axe does a lot more damage. As you know from us. Come on. Where's my timing? There it is. I just gotta get some room to use the box. Missed it. Nope, I got it. He just had to finish his jump. There it is. There's the kill. Now! Did it take me 2 attempts? Yes. Should it have taken me 1? Yes. Is it okay if you get steamrolled for probably 120 deaths and cry to yourself in a corner and you're wondering why you even played this game? Abso-fucking-lutely. In fact, I encourage it. Now, I can return to Luncher's Dream, but there's no need at this given second. Now, we gotta go, see his wife. Now, the key he gave us is just for the door right next to us. Okay. Found his wife. She's doing great. Yeah. But we will be coming back to this area very soon. I just want to open up the next area. But that is the entire first area of the game done. To the best of my ability and knowledge. That is everything. She's very healthy. Yes, I agree. I agree with that statement. But this is going into the second area. From this is where the game starts branching, and you can go in multiple paths and do whatever the hell you want. The Blood Gem Workshop tool. Now we can start getting blood gems to infuse into our weapons. Blood gems primarily come from Chalice dungeons, but you can get plenty of them through just the standard game. Gameplay as well. But this place is actually one of the few safe havens of the game. Now I'm gonna give myself something to drink here. Okay. Now, we just need to light this. And talk to the weird thing over here. Hello!
Oh, you must be a hunter. Very sorry. The incense must have masked your scent. Good, good. I've been waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up inside, waiting for it to end. It always does, always has, you know, since forever. But it won't end nicely, not this time. Even some folks hiding inside are going bad. The screams of women folk, the stench of blood, the snarls of beasts, none of them's too uncommon now. Yharnam's done for, tell ya. But if you spot anyone with their wits about them, tell them about this here Erden chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts. Spread the word. Tell them to come on over, if you wouldn't mind.
Now, he seems untrustworthy, but he's pretty trustworthy. Now, if we go back over here, and in this back corner back there, there is a thing with a bag. If it murders you, it will take you to prison, which is a late game area. You can get a couple of fun things there. I don't think I'm going to do it right now. I would like to hold on to my money. Now, I'm going to go back here. Just for a second. Now, I recommend... the area it's supposed to, like, drive you towards is Old Yharnam. You can do either or. We're going to unlock both of them. Old Yharnam is technically, like, a, more of a side boss area, but it gives you the resources you need to open the Chalice dungeons. Now, the Chalice dungeons can allow you to do some really cheeky things. First off, you need to do them to get, like, one of the weapons of the game, the Beast Claw. You also need to do it to get an achievement. I have 100% of the game. But you can also use it and type in certain codes for certain Chalice dungeons, which allow you to get really, really amazing farms for farming the Bloodstones, as well as even getting AFK level up farms. Now, I don't think I'm going to do that on this playthrough. I do recommend it, though. I'll think about it tonight. But you can get even like an AFK leveling, like where you just go, you stand there. You stand there for a little bit, you get money, you go back to the lantern, you sit down, you go walk out, you stand there, and you just get a fuck ton of money. You could get to level 120 in like an hour before even progressing the game. It is an option for time saving and things like that. We're going to grab this, but then we have to grab it and then immediately get out of the way. Now, you can't see what that is, but that is a horrible creature up there. It's massive, and it tries to grab you. It is something you can't see without enough insight. So what we're going to do is we're going to return to the Hunter's Dream, and we're going to go back to that first area. Yeah, but that's one of those things, like, you can't see anything right now, but you can see it later. Shit, where'd the doll go? The doll will just kind of, like, wander around. Is she just up here? Hey, little fun fact. Do you see all these gravestones everywhere? These are for these represent hunters that were once me. It's a fun little thing. All these tombstones are for people that were doing the same thing I was.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you desire?
I was seeing if she would do anything. Yeah, but all these tombstones are just other hunters. Now, we can go back here. I can imagine Garriman's possibly back here. No. Now here, the stump messengers, you can actually bring them a couple of items, and they will decorate your messengers, like little top hats or little bows and things like that. Also, the more things, the more badges you get, the more little guys you get in this thing. So now we have access to... Oh, sorry. After the cleric beast, you can get the Kirk hammer, which is a very, very good weapon for strength builds. I think I'm going to pass up on it and just stick with the Hunter's Axe this time around, but I can heavily recommend it. If you want a big Unga Bunga hammer, especially if you're going for a quality build, specifically a quality build, it is amazing. You get a long sword and a massive mallet hammer. It is great. Plus, you can now buy the saw spear and the other weapons from the start. So, just in case you did not enjoy what you have, for example, like, say I started with the axe, I'm like, I just don't like this axe. I really wish I could grab something else and just change pace towards that. You can. You can do it right away, too. You don't need to, like, really get all that much money or anything, or even invest levels. You can just go, like, try it out, like, I don't like this one, and go grab another one. Now, we need to go back to Central Yharnam. There's a couple of other things we need to do here. Side quest related. Things. These are not necessary at all. It is not necessary to come back here unless you're interested. One thing is I completely forgot to talk to this guy.
You must be a hunter, and not one from around here either. I'm Gilbert, a fellow outsider. You must have had a fine time of it. Yharnam has a special way of treating guests. Well, I don't think I could stand if I wanted to, but I'm willing to help if there's anything that can be done. This town is cursed. Whatever your reasons might be, you should plan a swift exit. Whatever can be gained from this place, it will do more harm than good.
So this man is, pretty much gives you all your guidance for the game, I would say. Technically.
You needn't concern yourself with me. I'm afraid I'm of little help now. But before I did this,
The flame sprayer.
I made no use of it, but perhaps you. What afflicted me was incurable, but this time gave me hope. Their strange blood bought me time. I was most fortunate, unharmed by the plague of beasts. I can even die human. Don't...
Okay, that's it. Now, we got the Hunter's Garb, which is basically the Hunter's Garb we had before. It just takes off the little cape there. Plus, you can get a top hat. That was the armor set we picked up when that thing tried to grab us. And then progressively through the night, like, the atmosphere will change for the maps, and it's really cool. Okay, so this is part of what we needed to do. Like, the lighting will change, the atmosphere will change. It's a very, very cool. Now, I do want to kill things because we need a bit more money. Like I said, dying is completely normal in this game. Is completely, don't like get yourself down. These things here are, like, I highly recommend visceral attacking. Learning to do it. These guys right here are the absolute, like, best thing that I can recommend that you practice on. And like you saw in the Gascoigne boss fight, it is completely okay to just take shots. If you think you're gonna make it, take some shots. Like, if you think it's possible. Possible to hit the shot, go ahead and just take it. I mean, you can definitely, like, if anything, you can definitely stagger them. It's definitely better to do on humanoid enemies. You can do it on everything, for the most part. Not every attack can be, ow, ow, ow. Fucking dogs. Not every attack can be, parried, but close enough.
I've heard I have. Shutting up indoors isn't always enough. Well, if you once had got off your arse, you wouldn't be in this mess. You're obligated to help me, you hear? So what you be? Are you going to tell me you're not?
And then you can tell her about the Odin Chapel. You can also tell her about the infirmary. Now, I would not recommend sending anybody to the infirmary unless you are you'd really like to see things happen. Even though the infirmary sounds like a very pleasant place to be. Maybe we should go back there and see if that's unlocked now. Maybe I'm just going to the wrong place and I just don't remember. Like I said, it's been a long time since I played. But the Odin Chapel is a good place. Yes, ma'am. Now, what is the best way? Going all the way back around would do it, but let's go this way. I want to kill these things down here, possibly getting some more bloodstone shards. And I'm going to take my time with this game. I'm in no rush. And if you guys are in a rush, well, I'm sorry. And sometimes it's just good to get, like, that extra hit in there. We no longer need this. That's pretty much useless for the most part now. It's a good little extra crutch in the Gascoigne boss fight. You definitely do not need it. Can I get you through this? No. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. I think these things killed me a ton my first time I played this game. I'm not farming for anything in particular. I'm just heading this way. And they happen to drop blood echoes. Ooh! I was unprepared for that. I was very unprepared for him to be right there. But, I mean, look at the damage we do now with the axe compared to what we did. Ooh, bloodstone shard. Just a couple more. And we can upgrade again. Because I'm going to use this for quite a while. Ow! Stop. You definitely do not need to spec into HP in this game. You don't need to at all. But it is, I would recommend it. It just gives you more, like, leniency. Because there is a... Well, it's one of those things that, like, I always had a philosophy that you don't need HP if you, like, just don't get hit. I generally just don't wear a lot of armor. In the Soul series, I prefer to use, like... It's weird. In Bloodborne, I like to use dex weapons. But in Dark Souls, I like to use heavy weapons using very little armor. Just to, like, keep, like, at least a medium roll. And it's just how I play. I generally go with, like, strength, faith. In this game, I do like dex. Just because I like really leaning into the speed aspect of the game. And being light on your feet and good. But I'm just going to kill all this stuff just for the blood echoes. Now, there is a friendly crow, and I think I just killed it. There's a crow that will not kill you, or fight you, or do anything to you at all. And you can see it once you have enough insight. Can I hit this? Well, I hit the other one. I should be able to just wrap around into another one. There we go. Now, we're coming back up here. With the route I went, I thought it would be better to come down from this way.
Hello, Miss Hunter. Still can't find my mum.
Now you can do nothing, or you can give her the red jeweled brooch, which is what I'm going to do.
Miss Hunter. Was I really hurt? Mummy. Mummy. Dear Lord.
There's no good end to this story. You okay? Okay, we'll have to check up on that. I think possibly if I go back and then talk to her again, which is what I want to do real quick here. I want to see if I talk to her again, if I can progress it. There is no good end to that side quest. I don't think there's a good end to any side quest, really, in this game. It is not a game if you want a happy story. No, I want to just go back to the Hunter's Dream and then go back there. So I can either go down and around, go up through the werewolves and down, or I could go around the other way. There's multiple ways to get there. I think I'm just gonna go through the beginning area we go through, kill those things, try to get the 10,000 I need just to get the badge out of the way. But it makes it a little bit easier. We'll go this way. It is a beautifully dark game, and that is exactly what we want to do on this channel. But I mean, like, our strength is just so much better now, and we can do so much more damage to them. Alrighty, it's so early in the game. And it's just one of those things of where I didn't even, like, upgrade my weapons for quite a while in this game. My first time, because I just didn't know. And there's just plenty of things that, like, you just pick up. Like, knowing that I could get look how much easier this is. Knowing I could get all those upgrade materials I needed. And where to find them right away. And like I said, even how to get to +3. You cannot get higher than +3 to my knowledge. But I mean, I just found a lot of this out from playing this game myself. I played it a lot. I thought I was going to be able to counter him. Now, you can keep swinging, I noticed, in this game. Like, after you've killed something and recover your health, which is odd, and I don't know if it's an intended feature. You can just keep swinging if it hits you even after it's dead. I'm starting to feel better with this weapon. But the beginning weapons do not need to be gotten rid of. You can go through the entire game. They're all great. There's not really... I mean, there's better stat options for some of them, but it's not like a necessity. I'm just gonna run through this again. There's a fuck ton of shit here. Ow. But like that move I did there was like when you switch your weapon. Well, it's switch your weapon while like dodging, doing a quick dodge. Will activate a different move, and all weapons have. Ow! Is the dog behind me? No. Now the gunners do have a good chance of getting you like the Quicksilver bullets. Now we're very close to hitting that 10,000 we need without doing really much farming. I mean, I planned on coming back here anyway. Some enemies will not respawn, some will. I'm gonna do another one. These big guys are also probably another really... If you can do the visceral attack, is a really great way of getting blood vials. Now, I can't remember. There's maybe if it's you don't give her the brooch, I think it is. If you don't give her the brooch, you can tell her about the chapel, and she'll try to go there. I think she tries to go there either way. No, I think I fucked that mission up a little bit. You can tell her about the chapel, and she will try to work her way to the chapel to get there and be safe. Like, obviously we want her to. Now, there's another thing of you can continue on until her sister shows up after she's left, and then her sister gets stressed out, so you sent the little child away when her family was coming back. And then her sister gets upset and throws herself off that cliff right there and commits suicide. I fucked up. I missed. Ow. I'm just gonna heal that off. Now is it either way? The red messenger's ribbon. Either way this happens. This is just what happens. Red ribbon that messengers are oddly fond of. The thick, pungent red was drawn from the organs of some unfortunate victim. A strange choice indeed, but perhaps for the messengers wearing this accessory consists a form of mourning. And yes, this is that little girl's ribbon. So she got upset about her parents being dead and tried to leave and got eaten by a pig. Or you can tell her to come to the chapel, where she will also be eaten by the pig. Or, and then after all this, her sister will come back and find that she's gone and not there, and then get stressed out and then commit suicide. There's nothing. Or if you do nothing at all, if you come back to her later, the beasts get in and kill her. The beast will break in since her all of her guardians are gone, and will kill her inside the building. There is no good ending to it. I've done all the endings. I've done everything. There is no good ending. Everything ends, if you mingle in it or not, ends in that little girl's death. And it is horrible. But on the bright side, we can give our messengers ribbons. It does suck. But it's the dark truth of it. Not, like, sometimes you can't do anything. And sometimes bad shit's gonna happen if you want it to or not. So now I can give them ribbons. Yay. And it's just, and that's how it is. You can explore. I mean, maybe there is a way. Maybe there's a lot of hidden secrets in this game. Maybe there is a way. I doubt it. I've tried to save that little girl. Now we have this. That's the only thing you have to save up for money-wise. There's also the repeating pistol now. And you can get yourself a new outfit if that's what tickles your fancy. I don't remember what specifically that all came from, but... And that's just how this game works. Now, I want to go to the first floor sick room and see if we can talk to the clinic. I swear to God, it's this door back here. I'll have to see. Yeah, that's a quick rundown of how that quest goes. There's no good way. Even if I would have told her to go there, she still goes there. It's right. Is it right here? Oh, I see. I see. I think I was getting confused. This door wasn't open, was it?
Oh, well.
Here we go.
Hello. Splendid. Let me ask you a small kindness. You're soon off to hunt, I presume? Then, if you find any survivors, tell them to seek Yusefka's clinic. Upon my Hippocratic oath, if they are yet human, I will look after them. Perhaps even cure them. This sickness, these beasts, they are not to be feared. This time the night is long. I may be trapped here, but I should do something to help. I'll even offer a reward for your cooperation. Tempted? Well, off you go then. If you find any, you can please.
Now that we have both as far as I know, these are the only two places you can send people. So you could come here before speaking with them and send them here. You can send them either to the creepy guy in the cathedral ward, or you can send it to Yusefka. I recommend, if you're going to do multiple playthroughs, try it out. Send them to both of them. See what happens. See what happens at each of them. Different shit is going to happen at each of them, depending on where you send them. So now that handles that. Now we can go back to the cathedral ward. That pretty much covers everything in the first area. Now here's where you get your split. You can either go down to Old Yharnam, or you can continue through the cathedral ward. It really doesn't matter which way you go. If you want to do chalice dungeons, the cathedral or Old Yharnam's the better way. Cathedral ward's like story way. Hello? But we're going to be going down. We're going to be opening a door, unlocking some stuff real quick, and then we're going to go down to the Old Yharnam, because there's some stuff down there I want. But here's the old lady.
No, I haven't forgotten. Do you think I owe you something? Well, that's a fine lark, I'd say. This whole mess that Yharnam's in is all your fault. You put it to the outsiders. Our blood's ruined, tainted by your ilk. Don't you come near me. I know your type. You. Stay away from me. I know all your tricks.
Hunters are not trusted for very, very good reasons. Honestly. I'm completely understanding of everything these people fear. And maybe you will be too by the time we're done with this game. I'll try to remember. Oops. There we go. Now, there's quite a few things that I'm going to do in this area. And I'm being very thorough. I'm trying. There's going to be some stuff I'm going to forget, of course. I mean, it's been a long time. All this is... I have not played it recently at all. So up to the right here is where we need that Chief's badge. I want this guy to pass because I want to go left. To start. Oh, is he not going to pass? Well, then we're going to just... Oh, we're so close. I think we need one more. But I think there's a bunch of bloodstone shards over here. Now, I generally don't actually do much fighting on this side. Fuck. Where? I'm looking for an item. Where is it? Oh, is it right here? Is this the monocle? Binocular? Yeah. So, it's not really anything important, super. It just allows you to zoom in. But I do believe back here is where you can get yourself a lot more bloodstone shards, right? Yeah, a fuck ton of them. Like a ton. Now this thing, this little gremlin. No! Fuck, I missed him. God damn it. The little gremlins are, they drop bloodstone shards of different things. Now this, back here, gets you to that door that leads to the bridge. And your first bloodstone gem. You're in the know, right? I am in the know. Thank you. You're in the know, right, is a message that we are supposed to leave during the community event, knowing the community event is going on. So, now you guys know. You guys are also in the know. Ooh, that is not what I wanted to do. What I want to do is, I'm going to have to grab that little fucker before I forget. Yeah, just go. You can just go around to people. Just, you're in the know, right? What? What are you talking? You're in the know, right? During the event. But I will try to show you guys as much as I can from my humble... I don't know why I'm running past you guys, because it does not help. Come back here. I'm going to stab you all to death. Da, 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 da. These guys are really fucking tanky. They also like to combo you. Now, I'm going to attempt to get that little fucking gremlin. And I do believe they're actually called gremlins. I do believe I am not incorrect. I want him. Because even though we have enough bloodstone shards for now, eventually they go from... At level 3 is the last time you can use bloodstone shards. And then they switch to twin bloodstone shards. And then they switch to bloodstone chunks, I believe. And then... we might die for this little fucker. But he is worth it. I mean, an extra 3. Ow. I mean, 3 more is worth the trip. I'm gonna take another heal. So we have plenty. But we're going to be leveling up a different weapon. There's only 2 weapons I plan on using. Open the main gate. And you need that Hunter Chief seal, or emblem, to open the gate. There's a left way, there's this way, there's all sorts of shit. This is like just a ton of madman's knowledge. So... they give you a bunch of... Ow. They give you a bunch of... intellect to call for help. Because, this next boss... Hey! Hey! One of you is going to hate this thing. This next boss. And now, there is a very big age gap in between This is a intellect devour. Do not let it fucking suck your brain. You will lose. Ah! Okay, it didn't suck my brain. It's fine. There was a very big age gap in between me and Crazy, being brothers. And when I played this game as a small child, nothing gave, or like as when I was younger, not a small child. I am 23. This boss here scared the ever-loving shit out of him, and I completely understand why, but yeah. I mean, I get it. She's fucking terrifying. Vicar Amelia. You know what's coming, yeah. She is terrifying. Like, I get it. Everything in this game is nightmare fuel. It was more of a warning for you other than me ratting you out. This thing sucks, and if it like actually gets a hold of you with its grab attack, ow. It's like a later game enemy that just they put real early to be assholes. If it grabs a hold of you, it will change into a different form, become far more aggressive, and it'll take one of your insight, which is just twin bloodstone shards. I knew I wanted something back here. Oops, I did that hand movement thing. But it will take your insight, which is terrible because you need that to call for help. Now, we want those gems and everything back here. I'm going to unlock this area and all the way up until the boss, and then leave the boss for later.
The password.
Okay, you need the password to continue that way. I forgot why I wanted to come this way, but it was legitimately just to get those twin bloodstone shards. Sometimes I remember I want to do things, but then don't remember why. I forgot my money. That's gonna happen from time to time. Ah, I didn't see him! Ow. Ow. Bird! Some more money. We got plenty of healables. Let's head this way. And then we're going to be doing one of, like, the next boss we're going to be doing is probably, like, one of my least favorite in the games. I don't know if I'm going to do Vicar Amelia right away. I doubt it. I don't know. I'll have to decide. We'll knock on some of these doors.
Oh my, what a queer scent. I'll take it over the stench of blood and beasts any day. What is it then? I'm off during hunts, and besides, this is no place for ladies. Wouldn't want to drag you down too.
No, I can't remember. I know we can do something to get her out of this place.
I'm off during hunts.
Yeah. She's one of them ladies.
You? You're not from around here, are you? Well, an outsider who's come to join the hunt? What a pathetic idea. You what? What, you think I'm a beast? Well, maybe I think you're a beast. And step away from my castle.
I mean, it's a pretty nice house. I mean, I'll give him that. It is a pretty nice house. Now, oh shit. No, I think there's one with a gun behind him. Yeah. These were any of these enemies are just always going to be awful. Like I said, take your time with them. Take your time, do pokes. Like, poke them to death slowly. Pull out a sword. Blood vials. Now I want... Yes. The black church garb. It is like one of my favorites. I don't know. I just really like it for the females. Now, there's plenty of people to talk to. So I did those two.
Deepest gratitude. Church and all they do for us. Deepest, widest gratitude. Yes.
Oh, I think they get different dialogue when I wear the church garb. A lot of people will. A little bit of lore. So there's members of the church, and as you know, the church are the ones that administer the blood, and it makes it a big deal. Maybe if I put this whole thing on, a big deal. White people, like people that wear the white church outfits, are ones that administer the blood healing. They're the one that infuse you with blood, and the ones that wear the black outfits, like Father Gascoigne, are the ones that think the only way of saving you is by purging the bad blood from you, and you know exactly what they mean by that. So they're feared and respected. Maybe if I read the description. Attire of the Healing Church Hunters. The holy shawl symbol of the Healing Church flutters proudly on their backs. Most Healing Church Hunters are elementary doctors who understand the importance of early prevention of the scourge, achieved by disposing of victims, and even potential victims, before signs of sickness manifest themselves. Their black attire is synonymous with fear and the peculiar Yharnam madness. Okay. I wanted to see if anybody changed based off the attire.
Think this is funny? Well, I certainly don't. To begin with, I'll have nothing to do with your beast up.
Some people do change based off the outfits you're wearing because they just assume you're of that faction, if you know what I mean. Asshole, I'm busy.
Praise you. Praise the old damn church. And best of luck hunting. Best luck of all.
See? Now they're terrified. Understandably terrified of the church. Okay, so I need to deal with these guys. You can run past a lot of the stuff in the game. Ow, he got me. I'll bring him down here. You can run past a lot of the stuff, and like an early game, I completely get it when you like... When you're new to the game, I did it. I understand. Ow, shit. Understandably, I get it. The only like downside is you miss out. You're gonna miss out on a lot of blood vials by running through, and a lot of money. Like even if you lose, just like chewing your way back through is always like a decent idea. More bullets. More money. I saw that pitchfork. And you don't have to fully charge your heavy attacks, which is awesome in my opinion. You can let them go early like I just did there. But I love this garb. There's also a white one later, which is fun too. It's just very nice on female characters, in my opinion. A watchman of Bergenworth guards the gate with a password, the sacred adage of the Grand Cathedral. So we have to go to the Grand Cathedral in order to get the password. Wow, it's already 9 o'clock. I feel like I've barely done anything in this game. And I know it's just because I'm, like, actually, like, really taking my time and getting things. Now, we're going to open this. So it's a shortcut to where those guys were walking around the circle where we got all the insight. But the real important one is over here. Any enemies? Okay, so this right here. This is a old hunter's bell. So if I ring this, it'll consume an insight and it will summon an old hunter, which is just like an NPC hunter. Oops. So, I mean, they're great if you're playing in offline mode and you just want, like, something to, like, tank for you. Like, in the, like, tank in the front line. Ow. Because most of the time, they're not going to do a ton of damage. Ow. Ow. Oh, I didn't get hit that time. I just assumed I was going to get hit. Now, we want to open this, and this is going to be our shortcut primarily for running back to the boss when it inevitably kills us. But Vicar Amelia is a tanky motherfucker. Now, there's this item. For some weird fucking reason, I cannot equip this item. I would love to show you, but whenever I equip this item, it, like, just blows my game up. My frames rate will drop, and then I will inevitably crash, and then it is so hard to get back into the game, because if I still have it equipped, it does it, but it's hilarious. The wooden shield. The only shield in the game, really, but in the main game. There's one in the DLC that's actually somewhat decent. But this game has one purpose, or this shield has one purpose in the game, and that's to tell you, there's no fucking shields in this game. A crude wooden shield used by the masses who have arisen to join the hunt. Hunters do not normally employ shields ineffectually against the strength of the beast as they tend to be. Shields are nice, but not if they engender passivity. If you want to give it a shot, go ahead. But last time I saw someone give it a shot, it was my friend when I played it with him. He's like, oh, a shield. I'm like, go ahead and equip it then, if you want to try. He's like, I love shields. He runs at them. He's like, I have a shield now. What are you going to do about it, bitch? And then he was facing one of those really big things with the axes. It hit him, sent him flying a million miles away, hit a wall, and he died. And then I got sent home. He's like, that shield sucks. I'm like, yeah, it's really just here to tell you there's no shields. And he's like, why did you tell me? I'm like, because that was fucking funny as shit. That's why. Numbing Mist is something you're gonna really want to jump up here and grab. It's useful in the Vicar Amelia boss fight. It prevents healing. Black Messenger hat. Now we can give them little caps. Now, is there any more stuff up here? I don't think so. I think that's about it. No, there should be a fucking, like, little creeper back there. Like I said, that will, like, kidnap me, and I don't know if I want to be kidnapped. But we have everything we need for that boss. We have everything necessary. Is he back there? Is there a guy with a sack? Or does he not show up till later? He might not show up till later. I just know he appears at some point here. I don't remember when. I don't remember when he shows up. He just does. And he's just back here. And he will snatch your ass up and drag you away. I think if I had to guess, it's either after you kill the blood-starved beast. Oh, Jesus, she scared the shit out of me. Hi.
Oh, hello there. Perfect timing. I must warn you not to go near the tomb below Erden Chapel in the Cathedral Ward. Henrik, an old hunter, has gone mad. He's my mark.
Now, we're going to completely ignore everything she said, and we're going to go help her. If you don't help her, I do believe she gets too wounded. There's multiple things. You can either become a friend to Eileen the Crow or an enemy. Depending on what you do, depends on some certain rewards you get in the end, and if you end up having to fight her or not. Eileen is not to be trifled with. And I mean that. She is not to be fucked with. She has the Blades of Mercy and will mercy your ass so fucking quick. First off, what we want to do is we want to go in here and strengthen our weapon. We do not have enough twin bloodstone shards to move up to the next one, but we do have blood gem fortification that we got a little bit earlier, and we just haven't come back here yet. Now, physical attacks up plus 1.1%, plus continues to recover HP, and then a physical attack up 7.3%, physical up at full health. Oops. So obviously this one right here sucks, but I mean, it's still damage. That's the point. It is still damage. It still increases me a bit. And now I have some buffs. Continuous healing is very pathetic healing, but it's still healing nonetheless.
Welcome. What is... Very well. Let me...
Okay, so 3 levels. Why don't I juice my damage up even more? Some strength. A little bit later, I think we're going to invest in some dex, just enough to wield a weapon.
May you find your worth in the waking world.
But I'm thinking about possibly going mostly into strength and then circling around into quality. But I'll have to decide. A little extra money. I don't intend on probably coming back from this fight, so might as well just throw it into some heals. We'll go back to the Cathedral Ward. This is going to be blocked off, see? Not functioning at this time. That is the Father Gascoigne lantern. So if you think that you can just go teleport there, or if you get confused why you can't use that one, it's because of this. This is happening. So I'm going to completely ignore her warning, and then I'm going to go down there. Now this is rough, and there's a couple things that could go wrong here that I don't want to go wrong. Because we are going to help Eileen hunt a hunter. If I hit Eileen too much, she will become my enemy. That is bad. If she gets hit too much, in general, she will die. And it is just a mess. So I just have to be careful. There he is. He is a tough dude. He is specializes in swift combat and knives. And there she is. She will help. So we're working together. But unfortunately for this guy, we're both good hunters. So the weapon she is wielding is the Blade of Mercy. Okay, we did that really well actually. Look at those fuckers. That was my dream weapon. I fell in love with that damn thing.
wasn't necessary of you, but you have my thanks. We made it with our lives. You're not bad at all. You must have killed Gascoigne as well, then. He was falling apart, I'm sure it had to be done. But try to keep your hands clean. A hunter should hunt beasts. Leave the hunting of hunters to me.
Is that all?
Try to keep your hand.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. I really like picking up the mantle of the hunt. Like, if you keep going on this and helping her, you, like, pick up the mantle of hunter of hunters. Like, you take her job since she's old. She moves pretty fucking well for an old person. But she is old. So, she is just not able to hunt like she used to. Actually, I don't need anything from here. Now, actually, there will be a couple more items that if you're interested in, you may pick up. I have. Now, if we go in here, we can actually get his armor and Gascoigne's armor, which I think is really cool. Obviously, you can already get their weapons. Their weapons are already available to you, so you don't have to buy those from in here, but you can get as many like outfits as you want. Your insight is limited at the beginning of the game, but like by the end, you will just be rolling in the stuff. Really, as long as you don't like burn it up. And if you do run out of insight, if you are okay with it, you can always spend one insight, get the resonant belt, and go help people. If you help people and you win, you get some more insight, which therefore can be used to get people to help you instead. And it's just a very good. We should really check to see if we got levels. It's a really good system there, so you can help people and they can help you.
Welcome. What is very well.
We don't need it for anything besides HP. I want to give myself a little bit more. I could push my level a little bit higher, and like you can definitely hold on to these for like a rainy day, or you can push levels. Levels are always like a sound investment, especially early game. 15. I'll leave that for a while. I like pushing that up to like 30, 40 for the endurance, so we can get a nicer stamina bar. But that's that. So I'm gonna go to the Cathedral Ward. There's something I'm going to do before I go down to Old Yharnam. I'm gonna go unlock a different area. Now, there's so many areas to this game. I mean, so many. I mean, I wanted to play this game so bad that, I mean, I'm bumping up the stream times. Like, the reason for bumping up the stream times permanently is because all the games I want to play are all long as shit, and if I do it 2 hours at a time, we will not get done with them ever, and we will get so far behind, and it just won't be good. So, like, I mean, look, it's been our normal stream time, and I've barely done anything, honestly. So right here is Vicar Amelia's boss, but I want to do this and go left. Grab this, Bloodshot Eyeball, we're going to need that. Bold Hunter's Mark. I'll probably do the Chalice Dungeons. If you guys are really intrigued by this game and really like watching me play it, there's more, definitely more content I'll do. But this is a whole nother area you can go to. This area sucks. I'm going to ignore it for right now. I'm going to ignore this. There's a lot of bullets here. There's a lot of stuff. I am going to run through it. Attempt to run through it is the best word I can do here. Attempt is a word. I don't plan on doing Vicar Amelia right now, so you're okay. Touch it! I don't care what happens after I touch it! Back, dogs! Okay. Now, honestly, we could trudge through this area pretty easily. Do I want to do this first, or the other area first, or the other area first? You know what? We are just going to go unlock them all, and then I'll decide. This is a dead-end way. So is the other way. Vicar Amelia's, through the Cathedral Ward, is the only way to progress the story. These are all dead-end ways, but they are worth doing. So I need to go back to the Cathedral Ward to get to the other place. So, if you notice we didn't get a lantern, that's because it's at the next tombstone up the thing. That's kind of like how you know when you're getting to the next areas of the game. The area is harder than that next boss. The area we were just in is way harder than the actual boss itself. The boss itself of that area is not difficult. I mean, it's not difficult at all. I mean, it's got... it's just a gimmick boss, mostly. I mean... There's like the boss and there's extra enemies in the boss, but the enemies in the boss are like blind as bats. And then after that is like the actual boss, and there's multiple of them, but they're not hard. But you get something very useful. But this way is the way we have to go to get to old Yharnam, which is going to be how we enter the cathedral, or the Chalice dungeons, not the cathedral. It's how we will enter the Chalice dungeons, as well as the fact that you can get some pretty neat weapons and armor from down here, and some really nice story build up. Now, I don't recommend going in this door first. I recommend going up this way. Now, there's gonna be a guy with his fucking dogs up here. I distinctly remember hating this man. I miss the dogs. I hate dogs. I hate them. They get a lot easier to deal with when you're used to them. And I have played this game a lot. I haven't played for a long time. Like a year or two, but it doesn't go away. It really doesn't. As soon as I got used to it, we picked it right back up. Now we just need to go right here, pull this lever right here, and I will be back to this room. And what that's going to do is that is going to open a secret passage in the floor. But we want to come over here and talk to another friendly face. I'm going to be trying to do most of the side areas. I don't remember how to do where they are exactly, but there is a super secret boss of the game at the very, very end, a super secret end boss, and I think I'm going to look up how to do it after tonight, and I think I want to take it on for a good old time's sake.
You're a beast hunter, aren't you? I knew it. That's precisely how I started out. Oh, beg pardon. You may call me Alfred.
Hi, Alfred.
Protege of Master Ligarius, hunter of vile bloods. So, what say you? Our prey might differ, but we are hunters, the both of us. Why not cooperate and discuss the things we've learned?
I will cooperate.
Oh, very good. Very good indeed. Take this to celebrate our acquaintance.
Now, this is very useful in the next area. It imbues your weapon with fire, which will be very, very helpful.
hunting is a sacred practice. May the good blood guide your way.
Now you can actually stay here and ask him a few questions for lore things, which I'm gonna do.
There must be oodles for us to share. Go on. Just tell me what piques your interest.
We'll ask about the Healing Church and then Bargainworth.
As you know, the Healing Church is the fountainhead of blood healing. Well, I'm a simple hunter, quite unfamiliar with the ins and outs of the institution. But I have heard that the holy medium of blood healing is venerated in the main cathedral, and that counselors of the old church reside in the high stratum of the cathedral ward. If you seek blood healing, and the church is willing, you should pay them a visit.
Okay, now Bargainworth.
Bargainworth is an old place of learning, and the tomb of the gods, carved out below Yharnam, should be familiar to every hunter. Well, once a group of young Bargainworth scholars discovered a holy medium deep within the tomb. This led to the founding of the Healing Church and the establishment of blood healing. In this sense, everything sacred in Yharnam can be traced back to Bargainworth. But today, the college lies deep within a tangled wood, abandoned and decrepit. And furthermore, the Healing Church has declared Bargainworth forbidden ground. It's unclear how many of its scholars remain alive, but only they know the password that allows passage through the gate.
Okay.
I bid you farewell. It has been a pleasure. May the good blood guide your way.
So this is another one where if you go through his long quest line, there is lots of rewards and good things in it. Now, I want to do this, because we're going to need the prey. Obviously. For reasons. Just kind of matches our whole aesthetic. I love like wearing like the Healing Church outfits. Now we want to come back in here. Grab this. More Madman's knowledge, the better. It's just like a good way to store your knowledge. Now there's going to be an enemy right beneath me here. I'm going to take this, more Madman's knowledge, and now we progress deeper down. But I hope you guys are enjoying this game as much as I am, and I really hope that I'm a good enough experience for you, especially if this is your first time watching, or if you are a veteran. I hope you enjoy the content here. I mean, I'm not the best, but I'm not the worst either. Fight. Fight me! Bloodstone shard. We'll need more of those later. You can always run past him, fight it, do what you want. There's an item there. How'd you get? Ow. There's the stairs, dumbass. There's the stairs. Take the stairs. Do the stairs. There you go. Antidotes. There's a couple things we're going to have to equip for this next area. Have to? No. Should we? Yes. Antidotes are necessary. This next boss that we have to fight, he has this thing called slow poison. It is anything but slow. Man, I am bloody. It is anything but slow. Don't listen to it. It's a lie. The first time I was in here, it was like, slow poison. It was like, it's like Dark Souls. Slow poison swamp. Yeah, because I started Bloodborne. I actually got my story fucked up. I started Bloodborne. Then I went back, did Dark Souls 3, handled Dark Souls 3, and then came back to Bloodborne to beat it after Dark Souls 3. I do believe. It's something like that. It's been a long time. Because I was like, slow poison, I can handle that. It's like Dark Souls. It's like the swamp, where it's just like, it's annoying, but like, I'll just have to heal occasionally. And then I fucking fell over dead, and I was like, what the hell happened? Now, there's a way that you can come up behind here to be passive and have like some extra story that way, but this way is way more fun. This way is way harder and more fun to do it. Inspect. This town is long abandoned. Hunters not wanted here. This way is way more fun. You can come up behind him later, which you'll understand who. The man that's about to start screaming at us to get the fuck out. I'm not going down there this time. I will get that gremlin a different time. He's over there on top of that thing.
Turn back at once.
That.
Old Yharnam, burned and abandoned by men, is now home only to beasts. They are of no harm to those alone. Turn back, for the hunter will face the hunt.
So, this way is far more entertaining. Now, actually for the time being, I'm going to unequip my gun, because things are very afraid of fire here. See? Like, he's backing up because he's afraid of it. There's another one in the smoke. I saw him. Oops. So, like, they are really afraid of fire. So, equipping the torch does make this area easier. It does, like, really keep them at bay a lot more than it would normally. But so in shards, see, there's tons of them. They're everywhere. But you need them to upgrade, like, multiple weapons, of course. And there's also ways to farm them, like, passively, of course. You can't run out. These ones are, like, cloaked. So, like, I don't think these ones aren't really afraid of the fire. But it is very useful information to know about the torch. I did not my first time. Now, right about here is where we're going to start running.
You are a skilled hunter, adept, merciless, half cut with blood, as the best hunters are.
Because he's not going to be friendly for much longer. So, running is the best. You can come back for the items later. Come back for the items later. He has a he has a big gun. He's got himself a Gatling gun up there. Now, unless he kills me, we won't learn this information. So, obviously I'm not gonna try to die. Fucking A. He will talk about, like, he knows about the Hunter's Dream. Because at one point, he was just like us. He was just like me. So he just doesn't, like, that's why he doesn't like us. You gotta be careful. He can, like, get an angle on you. Like, by those stairs. These are all explosives. So I'm gonna see if I can get him to break them beforehand, because if he hits those next to us, obviously it's not great. You just gotta be really careful about the barrels in the area. Now, the crows don't give a fuck about you and your torch, so beware of that. Yeah. But having the torch out really, like, makes it so the big enemies that aren't afraid of you... That was kind of bullshit that I hit him. Can I hit him again? It kind of keeps the little ones back so you can deal with the big ones. The blood tinge gem is really good if you, like, for equipping to your gun. Now, there's a couple of other things here. I'm trying to remember how I normally do this. Trying to remember how I normally deal with him here. I think I ignore him. Ow. I think I ignore him for right now because we want to go up and deal with him. But for some reason, I remember doing this differently. You can go this way or you can go up this way. Up this way goes towards him, but we're not going to fight him, I don't think. There's just a part of me that just thinks that I'm not supposed to do that yet on my, like, list of things. So I'm going to ignore him. Now, if you come up here, there is a bunch of enemies down there. A bunch of them with this hanging chandelier. But what you can do is you can hit this. And it will now kill them and light them on fire. A bunch of them. Now, I'm going to try not to fall off here. I make no promises. I can be very jittery on these things. Now, there's an item over there, but I, like, 9 times out of 10, I fail to grab that item. Yeah, this one. 9 times out of 10, I fail to grab that. So I'm gonna try. Like that. I missed. Now we need this. This is a very important item. It's arguably one of the most important items in the game. And I know I just can't cancel it right away. It is an ingredient for opening the Chalice dungeons. Oh, I remember why I come down here. I just want to get this shortcut unlocked first for later game. So there's this. I'm just going to go through and I could just go through and unlock the whole shit. He can't shoot me down here. There's not too many more enemies. I believe there's only one lantern here, if I remember correctly. There's only that one lantern right away at... Ow! Stop it! So I believe this whole area is just shortcuts. Now what did I want from back here? I know there's something back here that's worth grabbing. Bloodstone shards, okay. Do I want to just go up and fight him, or do I want to unlock the area? It doesn't matter. Dying to him still means I gotta go all the way the fuck back up there. I unlocked this. Why don't we go up there and fight him? And there's a couple secret areas here and secret items you can get, so we're gonna do that while we're here. You can get some armor, a gun. You don't have to fight this guy at all. Plus, there's a back door, like a door you can come in later that he doesn't see you come in, and he's just like, oh, okay. You want to be friends? So that's also an option. You fight him up here. Sometime he's hard. We want to equip the gun. So you can either cheese him, which I'm going to try to do. Or you can try to have a fair fight with him. And when you try to have a fair fight with him, he has a tendency to kill himself up here, so... He's not easy. I got him. Now, he does have something important that you cannot grab right now. Yeah, this is what he was firing at us with. So there's an item down there now, but it's on a place you can't reach if you do it that way. But if you reload the area, it'll spawn back up here with him. There you go. If you ever struggle with him, that's how you deal with him. 3 bullets. You just gotta do it before he moves at all. Good job, Mr. Cheese. Thank you. I think I did a good job. Now, I'll come back. There's a hunter, like another hunter, like right in this little pocket here, but I'm gonna continue on. Can you tell I played this game? Here's the thing. I've tried to have just fair fights with him without doing that. He has a tendency to just fucking kill himself anyway if you just live long enough. Back to my fire. Like, legitimately, he'll just fall off. He just quick steps off, and then you can either push him off, or you'll just... I've even let him, like, someone told me that he's a really fun fight if you just, like, let him go, but it's just really hard to keep him alive. And that's what they told me as well, but it's really hard to fucking keep him alive. Hey, inevitably, most of the time, he will chuck himself off. We're gonna go this way. This is actually the door that you can enter from. If I come back here, there's just gonna be an item. Right now. But it doesn't open from this side. You can come up later after killing Dark Beast Peril. And that's from that dungeon that I told you, that prison you get shoved into. But that's not until like way later. But honestly, I prefer to come here as early as possible. I need them separate. I need them separated to fight the meats here, because they can be pretty rough, like, to 1v1. Normally. Or you just learn how to parry, and then you've simplified a lot of this game. Your timing has to be perfect. That's why that right there is exactly why. Ugh. I don't want to come back through here. I'll use the bullets. I'm not going to need very much more. I didn't realize you were here. That actually creeped me out. You want to come back here? Actually, I'm going to make some more bullets. They're temporary. Like, if I leave, like... Oh, if I fucked that up. There it is. Like, if I leave, like, these, like, +3 more bullets won't stay with me, but... Sometimes the bullets are worth more than your HP. Now I want to re-equip this. And this is a very important to come into in here. Very important indeed. Now we want to come in here. There's an item on that side, but there's an enemy on this side. More bloodstone shards. You need to unlock this. Now, I'm going to take this, open this up, more fire paper. We're going to go back here and we're going to go spend our monies. Because We have quite a bit of it from killing all those wolves. Before we work our way down to the boss of the area, like, I'm aware everything will respawn, but, like, whatever. I mean, actually, I have the health. I could try. I'll do it. Well, I'll do this part while I have health. I'll take it back. If I lose the money, whatever. Money's regainable. The enemy's gonna be killed again, but, I mean, that is a lot more work we have to do. Now, there's, like, a spot here that I noticed the enemies will fall through and just, like, be stuck in the ground, so we'll see if they're underground. It's kind of funny. They can get you from under the ground, so be careful. There's, like, right in this little area, they can, like, get stuck under the ground. On, like, from these stairs. So what I want to do is there's a hunter down there. I'll show you how to cheese this guy too. I'll show you how to get this guy done too. There's a limit to how far he'll go this direction. So if you see, like, he'll backpedal away. So if you, like, go over here, he'll come to chase you over here, be programmed, and then he'll try to get back to where he's supposed to be. So he'll try to get back to where he's supposed to be. I don't know why. He just will. So if you, like, you can bring him over here, because he's pretty rough. And this is all stuff I found out by myself, just from playing the game. But you can bring him over here. And then he'll try to get, like, if you can get him over here, right? He does have some heals. Ow. Can you stop? You're gonna burn yourself? Gonna teach me a new cheese? But you can, like, get him to come over here. He'll chase you down, and then you can get a bunch of free hits while he tries to, like, leave, because he won't attack you for some reason. He'll just go, uh-oh. Oh, thank God he didn't physical attack me. They can! Come on. You'd think with me being a saw spear hunter, I would be able to get this guy. He's really kicking my ass. I cannot visceral attack him. I'm not getting the timing down. I feel like that one should have hit. He didn't like that extra in there. I'm just gonna fight him though, I think, unless I start running low on health. Ow. God damn, why can I not get your... He's very immune to fire. So, using, like, the fire paper isn't gonna help. Why don't you come over here? This is both of our blood. Come on. He's gonna nail another... He's gonna nail a visceral on me if I'm not careful. Yeah, I just don't have the fucking health for you. Especially not since I'm used to fighting hunters with dex weapons. There we go. Ugh, Jesus. I'm almost out of everything. Bone marrow ash. But that's not what we wanted. He's just gone now. He won't come back. Hunters, like, never come back. Unless... Fuck, I just do not have the HP. I'm gonna continue this way anyway. Okay. Okay. This is a side area. I'm actually going to pop fire in here. There goes my HP I had. Like, look at the imbuements are so cool in this game. Okay, there's another HP. There's just a lot of them in here, and I just don't have the... I just don't have the HP. So I'm just going to use the fire to deal with them. They are very, very weak to fire. As you can tell. That's about... is that all of them? I think so. Now, this used to be my favorite armor set. The Shard Hunter's Garb. It does not come with a helmet. I mean, technically, I believe it's the Black Hood is supposed to go with it, and it looks like this. Yeah, I mean, it's very good. It used to be my favorite. Very immune to fire. Or like this, it's very good. But this is what I prefer. But fire paper... Ow. Fire paper and... what am I trying to think of? Antidotes are really very, very useful in the boss fight. I feel like antidotes are almost... I'm gonna just... use a Bolt Hunter's Mark. Are almost required. You can avoid being poisoned, but it's real easy to get poisoned, especially when he enters his, like, second phase. A lot of the, like, we went through a lot of our heals and shit, dealing with that one guy and just everything in general, but now we've pretty much cleared out that area, though. Now, it re-equipped me with all my heals. Now, here, I need to go up here. I don't really want to fortify my weapon anymore. I should be fine. Like, repair items with reduced durability. Like, look, 232 out of 250. It's barely gone down. I do want a blood gem fortify. I think I got a... I'm sure one of these is better than the other one. There we go, yeah. 2.1% damage up. Primarily, your main source of these is going to be the Chalice Dungeon, which are available in offline mode and online mode. Okay. Oh, I gotta level up. Yes, you went to sleep. Yes, come here.
Let me stand.
I'm going to actually juice this up to 12. And I'll put that at 16. I don't intend on living, so, I could buy, Mark. Or I could buy more antivenoms. Yay! I'm very bad at parrying this next boss. It can be done, just so you're aware. Now, we're gonna go grab that item that I Mr. Cheesed off the, building. It gets you the, like, powdered keg hunters, or whatever they're called. It gives you their gear, plus the, ashen armor set is then purchasable in the, Now we're gonna grab the gremlin. More bloodstone shards. I mean, they're everywhere. You just gotta, like, look for them. Because this is how you actually... This is the shortcut for the boss. So I usually wait to grab the gremlin till later. I hear you scuttling around back here. Okay, I got my HP. This is the better torch. The hunter's torch instead of just the normal torch. It only does like a little bit more damage. Because you can actually attack with it. And light them on fire. It does a little bit more damage. It's not really necessary to switch. I mean, I just feel like, you know, why not? Come down here, and now we can go back down this flight of stairs here. You can ignore a lot of the enemies. I'm going to ignore a lot of them now. I struggle with this boss. He's just... gives me shit a lot. He's just kind of like one of those niche bosses for me. Where it's just like, I don't think he's hard. I just think that he... Ow. I'm getting over... Yeah, I'm getting flustered. Back it up. Do it again. Get my HP back from hitting him. That's it. It's really easy to get flustered and just start spamming. Ah, fuck. I'll use a heal. Mostly I'll run past... Yeah, can you shut up, please? Yes, I know you're back there. Thank you. I'm not gonna kill you. You can stay back there. You can keep yelling. I'm not gonna... I'm going this way. And then there's another gremlin. Another gremlin. And they will, like, try to escape. Okay, now, I believe you can call on old Hunter Alfred here. If you have help. There is some, enemies in the bushes. They won't bother you unless you go into the bushes. But I want the items. Oh, here he is. So we could get help. I want to try doing it by myself, though. He's like, it's definitely okay to get help. I don't want you guys to think that you have to do things solo. And it's okay to, like, use your bell to get help. It's definitely okay. Don't think you're any less, like, you're any less at the game just from summoning help. It doesn't always mean you're going to get help. But, like, don't think you're any less of yourself if you need help. I mean, it's okay. You don't have to be able to solo the game to enjoy it. You don't. I mean, you just don't. You don't. I'm gonna have my gun out. He's not afraid of fire. He just takes damage from fire. Now this thing is terrible. I hate him. He does a fuck ton of poison. He does a fuck ton of combos and damage. The build-up is for the poison's insane. He's very hard to parry. Possible. He's possible to parry. He has AoE poison. He does a fuck ton of damage for where he's at in the game. There's a worse version of him in the Chalice dungeon. He does have a thing like the music box that you can do. So if there is like... Ah! Fuck. Heal. 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 Fuck! Like, look. He got me with the grab attack. And then the poison. That slow acting poison I'm at just immediately fucking killed me before I could even heal. So we're gonna run back. We're gonna kill this guy. So it sucks. It does. I was doing good though. Like, don't feel bad. Like, I'm experienced. I keep like dying like to the stupidest shit. Though. You know, I'd love to show off and come in here and want to like kill them right away and do the shit. But, like, you know, that just doesn't happen sometimes. I had everything I needed for that fight. But, you know, he just grabbed me. I didn't see the grab attack coming. And that was it. Like I said, it's been a long time. I honestly forgot he had a grab attack. So, I mean, we're going to fight him a couple times. There's going to be some bosses that I'll be on here for like fucking 20 times. There might even be some bosses that I might even use the community event to get through if I get overwhelmed. I have done all the bosses solo. But, like, you know, it just comes to the point of, like, sometimes you just suffer at some bosses. This boss, I had him. I fucking had him, but it's so annoying. He just got, if he wouldn't have got me with the grab, I would have been fine. I want my money, though. I could have easily done him in one try. But, I mean, we died the gas coin, too, and I've done him where I've done no damage runs on him, where I parried every step of his... I've done a couple of no-death runs. Too. In the game. When I was younger. Don't get greedy with him. Was that the grab? I definitely am not stingy with my vials in here. Not with how much I hate this fucker. God, man, none of those connected. That's annoying. You don't need fire to beat him, it just makes it. Like, if I fail these first couple times, I'm gonna have to go without fire. I know Snowy fucking countered this fucking thing. I can do it too. Snowy fucking parried him. I can parry him too. Slow poisoning my fucking ass. Now he has AoE fucking poison. There it is. Yeah, but I didn't even know you could fucking parry that guy. Of course Snowy did it. She fucking shit on him. She shit on him so hard. She didn't even need me here. We played the game together. I don't know why I was here. She just fucking parried everything repeatedly. The only bosses she couldn't, like, the only bosses that she struggled with were the ones she couldn't parry. That was it. But that's it for that area. We got everything there. Now, we really don't need this stuff equipped anymore. It was just for there. Now, let me remember here. Does it open now? There's a door that opens. And I can't remember when. And I'm saving myself for that door. The door's got shit on the other side that I just really need. Is the door open now? It is. Okay. So this door opens after the Bloodstarved Beast. I was correct. Now, I'm probably going to die up here. Ah, fuck. I was trying to set it back down. So when I inevitably die. There we go. Ah! I couldn't remember where he was. Now, in order to use those, like, air and communion, the things you've been seeing me get, some of them. You need to do the boss in that area with the bladed dogs. that I was talking about that's pretty easy. He just tried to shove me off the cliff. Ow. Where are all of you guys coming from? I'm gonna take my time here, because I'd like to keep my money, so I'm gonna need it here. There's not much to this area. There's not. I already forgot about you. So I want to take my time, use my heals. I could run through, but that's honestly sometimes has a higher chance of death. Another blood-tinged gemstone. Good for guns. I use them on my blood-tinged build. Now, those are pretty weak. I mean, they are a cripple in a wheelchair with a Gatling gun mount. So, I mean, they're not stacked in terms of HP. Get out of here. Sometimes you could take advantage of, like, certain parts in the wall. Like I did there. With long-reaching weapons. What am I stuck on? There's a secret area up here that is kind of difficult to get to. I will show you guys at one point. I don't think I'll be doing that tonight, though. We'll have to come back up here. There is a secret area, but it's going to involve me dying a lot, and I don't feel like doing that tonight. This is a flamer. That one's not a Gatling. Same with this one. They can melt you pretty easily. I don't know why I healed. Now, we can grab what we want up here, I believe. Is that locked? Am I mistaken? Can I not get it yet? I might be mistaken. Hold on. I don't have the key. God damn it. I don't remember how to get the key. I'll have to look that up. God damn it. Now, I might have to kill Vicar Amelia for the key. Oh, I'm dumb. There it is. It's glowing. We need the key, but that's for something else. Radiant Sword Hunter badge. Okay, I got stressed out for a second. I'm like, my knowledge, it's failing me. My knowledge. No, not that one. That's the get rid of all your money. We need the money. I was like, my knowledge, it's failing me. You missed a chest? Yeah, thank you. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I was just like, my knowledge, it hurts. It's hurting me. What do I use? What do I do? I'm like, I could have sworn this is how you do it. Am I incorrect? It's been so long. No, I started wigging for no reason. Yeah, so you have to do some parkour, which is difficult to do in this game. Purchase items. 20,000. Okay. This weapon, Ludwig's Holy Blade. Do I happen to have enough to be able to just spend all of my monies? I'm not gonna make 20,000. We got a bunch of that shit. I don't need this. I'm not going to use it. I will get rid of it to save time. No, that's... I'm gonna have to go kill some things, but, I mean, that does save me some time, at least. Pungent Blood Cocktails, I could sell those, too. I'm not gonna use those. I want the Numbing Mist. Beast Blood Pellets. Not gonna ever use those. So a lot of these items are actually good. Antidote's no longer necessary, really. Molotovs I'm never going to use. I just know myself. Some of this shit I won't use. Monocular I'm not going to use, but I'll hold on to that. I'm going to hold on to that stuff. I'm going to need a little bit more to upgrade it. Now we're going to use the basic torch or the wooden shield. Hunter's gloves are just technically a duplicate item. Same with Hunter's trousers. I mean, I might as well hold on to that. What else could I get rid of? Don't technically need antidotes. There we go. Do I recommend selling things? No. I don't. It's just mostly a, I know what I want. I know what I'm gonna use. I know what I'm not gonna use. Type of deals. Here we go. Ludwig's Holy Blade. We got this one, which is good for quality builds. Because you got this shorter sword that scales off of dex, and this longer sword that scales off of strength, and this is what we want. Now, I'm going to need a little bit more money, which is why I didn't want to spend all of my money right here. Fortify, fortify, fortify. Blood gem fortification. We're going to need these off of this one. Oops. Need them both. Put it onto here. Heavier attack. And whatever the better one is. More attack. There we go. This is a very solid weapon. It's one of my favorites when I play on strength. Okay. Church of the Good Chalice. We did all of that. Now, can I open a cathedral dungeon now? Chalice ritual. I need some money, but yes, I can. But, yeah, good night, crazy. But we're going to keep working here. The next step would either be to go to the Witches of Hemworth, which I think I'm going to go towards them first. The Hemwick, or whatever it is. We're going to go towards them and save Vicar Amelia for next stream. Tomorrow. But now we have this sword, and this thing is not only badass as shit, and like the coolest idea ever of a short sword or a long sword that combines into a sheath to make a great sword. I love its moveset. It's been, I mean, obviously we haven't played with it yet. So it's got the wide sweeping attacks. It's got a thrusting attack, which is amazing. Ow. Which is amazing. Of course, I gotta get used to its attack pattern again. Readjust for that one. But the thrust is awesome. How do can I break this? Yeah, okay. She's got a brand! Ow! Most of the time I don't use this. Most of the time I use it to combo into. I use it to combo into attacks like that when I'm just like running it on a pure strength. But like quality build is definitely the best for this. But twin bloodstone shards, which is exactly why I wanted to come this way. We should be able to get some from this area enough to level up this weapon even more. The only thing that sucks is most of the time in this one, in this weapon, you are in two-handed mode. At least when I use it, I'm in two-handed mode most of the time. Fuck. So I don't have my gun out a lot. I have to like be prepared to use it to switch to this one. To have my gun out. Now, this guy's got the fire up there, I do believe. Now, like, for this, I have to, like, mentally prepare for it. Now, when you try to visceral attack people on stairs, they can be a little weird. Sometimes it won't let you, like, grab onto them if you're too low. So just be mindful of, like, where you're trying to parry them at. But I absolutely love this weapon. I mean, it's available very early game. It can absolutely destroy the bosses later on. And early on. It's just a very good deal. It's got a killer moveset. Good thing I checked there. It's got a killer moveset. It's absolutely amazing. And I would heavily recommend it if you want a quality or a strength build, honestly. Strength build, unfortunately, you do have to primarily be... you do have to primarily be in the two-handed sword mode, because I believe the other... I believe this one scales only on dexterity. Primarily on dexterity, so... which is where the quality part of the build comes in, where you need the dex. I mean, it's got nice sweeping attacks. It's got a lot of reach, a lot of damage, and it's got this amazing thrust attack for the heavy. Making it, like, so it's even good in those, like, tight spaces that it wouldn't normally be good in. We've unlocked this elevator now. It only goes a little ways, but that'll bring us back to the beginning. I will go back through that area with all the dogs when I'm done here. I just hate that spot. But there's a good chunk to this area. It is still a dead-end area. You just gotta be careful with dodging and backing up in this area, because you can easily fall off. Bone Marrow Ash. That is an item that is useful if you are on a Blood Tinge build. Now, I don't want... right here is good. I gotta have faith in my ability to parry him. Oh, he's gone. That deals with that. Ah, Jesus. I wasn't expecting her to attack. Can I get her through the door here? Oh, I might. Yeah, but you can stop it short, or you can power it up for a very long time. It just really depends on the timing. The full power-up is obviously far superior. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a dog. I don't trust that noise. I'm gonna go up the ladder. Ugh. Now, I remember there's stuff up here. Besides a dog. Oh, that's not a dog running. That's a gremlin. It's kind of hard to, like, use it in, like, tight spaces like that, but we need those twin bloodstone shards. There he is. You could hear him wheeling around. What do I need? Adept blood gem. And Madman's knowledge. Okay. I mean, both very useful items. The Madman's knowledge isn't nearly as useful in single player mode as it, like, I am online. I can get invaded. It's not nearly as useful. It's just if I want to get help later on a boss, participate in the community event, that is definitely something I can do, and I'll have plenty of intelligence to do that. Now, there's actually a secret area you can access from back here. We just do not have the item required to do so yet. That will take a little bit. God damn it. There's a lot of enemies here. I'm gonna have to take my time with it. I'm probably gonna... I was trying to hit them both at once. Okay. We just had to take it easy. Shining coins. Ew. I need vials, not coins. I'm gonna stay on full health. These things can grab. They can get a little grabby around here. Ah! Like that! I completely forgot. I looked over towards Chad at the worst fucking time. The worst time. I completely forgot there was one there. The executioners are horrid. They drop very good items. They're a very good farm for items. But they are rough. We have plenty of HP and damage to deal with them. At least. I want the items in this area. Oh, that didn't do shit on that one. I don't know what happened there. Ah, I was not expecting him to be able to do that. Ugh. Used more blood vials than I gained from that, but it's okay. They're dealt with. So you have to get a certain letter and then stand next to, I believe it's this thing right here. And then a carriage will show up and take you to the snowy castle. Which I will be showing. Or it is one of my favorite things in this game. Castle Canehurst. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Fucking dogs. See, like, my sword doesn't do very much. It'll do enough. It does enough when it needs to at an early game. Like there. Like, it did what it had to do. I'm not going to need that many blood vials for the boss. I shouldn't. Sometimes they can get you. Sometimes they can, the boss will fuck you up. And, like, I may die. Honestly, I might die. It just really depends on what kind of mood they're in. Looks like I'm about to die here. Yep. Fuck. I'm gonna have to run back and get my items. The dogs can be rough. We were, like, right next to the boss. Like, right next to it. But we unlocked everything. We grabbed all the items. For the most part, there's an item in the way back over there. Where I only had like 5 more enemies to kill until I've killed everything in the area. So I'm gonna ignore this stuff and just go for the boss. It's a bit of a long run to re-challenge the boss here. Ow. If I just keep rolling into them, they'll... It's these fucking dogs, though. It's just the dogs I struggle with. I told you that earlier. Does one of you have my fucking money? Yeah. That's it for my money. My money's gone. I accept this. Never mind. I got it. You have to think of your money as not something you possess, but as a possible reward. I'll be safe in the boss room. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. We need to go this way. Take a health. I'll be safe down here with the boss. Thank God they won't come in here. Okay. So there's that werewolf. But that's not the boss. This is. And don't worry. So literally you just have to... The whole point of this is to... You have to avoid the werewolf, which is kind of like super fucking blind. And then you gotta look for the invisible witch, which she's generally in just one of these corners. She can be like right under here. Yep. So you just gotta continuously do that. While also avoiding the, werewolf. Are you underneath here again? Just went to the other side? No, where'd you go? Don't do that to me. This boss is just a lot of running around. I bet it's like in that back corner there. Oh, no, she just went right fucking back. But don't worry, occasionally, you will see something. Her health bar didn't move. But why? Why didn't it move? Get back here. No? Here? Where the fuck did you go? You asshole, where are you? There you are. Like right here. The health bar moved, but before it didn't. And the question is, why? Here, it's not moving again. Oh, it's not moving again. That was a weird thing to happen. See if any of you can figure it out. Now there's more wolves. Nope, I saw it get cast from back here. And the best way to do this fight is to hope that you get like this, where like sometimes it's moving and sometimes it's not. And you actually want that. You want it to sometimes move and to sometimes not. It's the best way to deal with it. As long as you like steer clear of the wolves, that it's pretty simple. You just gotta watch out. The witches can cast this like white circle spell, which binds you. That's dead. But, as it's now been revealed, there was 2 of them the whole time. Now we just gotta find this last one. If you don't, but beware, if you don't find her in time, she'll resurrect the other one with like a quarter health. Go away. She'll resurrect the other one with like a quarter of its original health, and it just slightly extends the fight. It's not a big deal. And again, like I said, it's just a super easy boss fight. The area's harder. Now, the Ruin Workshop tool is what we actually came down here for. Well, I guess we're gonna fight Vicar Amelia. We did everything else. We did. We progressed through everything else. I'm gonna make the Chalice Dungeon. I will debate if I want to continue and do Chalice Dungeons. So why don't we open this up first? Chalice Ritual. You can search Chalice Rituals, but you need to have made the Chalice Ritual, I do believe, in order to do that. But I'm going to open a Chalice Dungeon. So these are the primary ones. Whoops. I did the thing again. Good emote for it, though. The starting ones are always going to be the same. The primary ones are always going to be the same and have the same bosses. But you can make your own personal dungeon where, like, you random roll it and they will have, like, a random enemies, random layout, random bosses. And that's why we share it as a community. And you can look up these certain dungeons by typing in codes. Now we can actually use these air. More blood echoes from visceral attacks. We do visceral attacks quite often. And then max vials held up +1. It's not... those two aren't great. There's a lot of better ones. Just, I mean, why not? We have them. Might as well throw it in there. Blood gem fortification. Do we get any better one? A thrust damage. I want that on here. Thrust damage increases the amount of visceral attack damage you do, and as we visceral attack a lot, that's something I would like to have. Now, I want to fortify my weapon. We can now juice up our blade even more. Now our blade's even stronger, and we got a lot of money. Like, you get a ton of money from those, and it's just kind of like you gotta trudge through them. They have a lot of health, the Witches of Hemwick, but I'll just shove it all into strength right now. All of it. Yum num num.
Farewell, good hunter.
We're a strong sister. That's what we are. I have some extra money. I might as well just spend it. Get some more extra stuff. And we are all set up to go fight Vicar Amelia. I'm going to... I think I'm just going to go do it. Or go try to do it. We still got some time left. The Cathedral Ward is going to be the best way to get here. But that is about all the side areas we can do and all the side bosses and content I can think of. I'm going to have to re-immerse myself in some of the more complicated side quests and later side quests. Like, there's some... I want to get a lot of the people here, plus I want to... what am I trying to say? I want to get to the point where I can do the secret boss if possible. There's an item there, but you can't get that right now. I believe there's an area to the right of the ward we can go as well. But I will wait until after. And you can choose when you want to... You can choose when you want to do the witches. You definitely want to do them. You can... Ow. You can choose to do them... Uh-oh. I have madness. You can choose when you want to do them. I chose to do them before this time. So we got the numbing mist. Why don't we make sure that's equipped? And we do a prayer before we go in, because this thing can suck. Amen. Let's get in there. Vicar Amelia. Yes, now we have to fight this thing. She is tanky. And another one of those bosses that I make harder than they need to be. Again, like, think about how much we've upgraded ourselves. Like, honestly, how much we have upgraded ourselves. And she's still rough. The best thing about the Ludwigs is it reaches their head pretty easily with like a lot of damage, so you can get a lot of visceral attacks in. She may try to heal. Ow. I'm gonna throw a anti-heal just in case she tries. And it does recover a lot. Son of a bitch. And down she goes. She can recover it, but she can recover like half her HP that way. So using the numbing mist, you want to save it for runs that you're doing really well. Now that's the end of that. Now that's for PvP. You want to save it for runs you are doing extremely well on. And then you think you're gonna make it. I leveled up, I would say, properly for it. I have plenty of levels, I got plenty of damage. So she was easy, but if you can do it early. I've done it without going down to the Bloodstarved Beast or doing the other side areas either. And you can definitely do it. It's definitely accomplishable, but it's like beating a piece of steel with a toothpick. It is rough. Be it like using a cotton ball. Like if you had just a couple levels on it, it's like you put a cotton ball on top of that toothpick and then start to beat the shit out of it. It will not really feel like you're doing anything. She's like a very good DPS check for if you're ready to continue in the game.
Master Willem, I've come to bid you farewell.
Oh, I know. You think now to betray me.
No, but you will never listen. I tell you, I will not forget our adage.
We are born of the blood, made men by the blood, undone by the blood. Our eyes are yet to open.
Fear the old blood. I must take my leave.
By the gods, fear it.
And that is what we needed with that. Now I'm going to return to the Hunter's Dream. I'm going to spend my more money I have. Keep leveling, just keep pushing the levels while I have it. Before I, like, you know, run around and lose it.
Welcome. What is...
Okay.
Very well. Let me...
I can channel more. 2 more levels. I'm gonna put it into HP. We're just shy.
Farewell, May.
Now, do I have a little bit more money? How much is this? Enough.
Well, what is it? Very well.
Might as well just keep pushing it. Keep pushing the levels, keep getting the strength, keep getting the HP we need, and try to level up without using any poor methods in the game of doing so. But we're pretty good. I generally just spend everything, like I have been. I don't need a pebble or a shiny thing. Now, did I unlock the... Okay, so this item right here, the Eye of a Blood-Drunk Hunter, beckons hunters to the hunter's nightmare. A deformed creature will whisk you away outside Odin Chapel. The Eye of the Blood-Drunk Hunter. I will show you guys what this does now. This brings you to the DLC. I was very confused how to get to the DLC when I had the DLC, and it will not show up until after you have killed Vicar Amelia. I do not recommend going into... Oops, I went to the wrong place.
Try to keep your hands clean. Leave the hunting...
I completely went to the wrong place. It says outside Odin Chapel, but you need to go to the Cathedral Ward. I'm so close that, like, instead of just teleporting back and then going to the right place, I'm just gonna run to it. We're right here. Oh, I completely forgot to go grab that item from to grab the badge from the Ashen Hunter. We're gonna go back and do that. I said I was gonna do it, then completely forgot. Now the people are gone. Now that we've killed Vicar Amelia, the atmosphere has changed yet again. Now that I have the Eye of the Blood-Drunk Hunter, I need to go back over to this body that I dodged before and get grabbed. Now you can see the creature.
Curse the fiends, their children too. And their children forever true.
And now we are heading to the DLC. There are some sick-ass weapons in here. If you buy this game, or if you have it, the Hunter's Nightmare. I can do nothing but recommend that you do this. We are extremely underleveled to be in here, but I just figured I'd show you anyway. Everything, the weapons in the DLC, the armor in the DLC, the story, the bosses, everything is just amazing. Now, before we forget yet again, we are going to go back to Old Yharnam and go collect that Ashen Hunter. But we made some killer progress tonight. I did not realize how long it took to just go through this game, honestly. Because I trudged, like, we've been making amazing progress. And it is still taking us forever to do. Yeah, but the night will continue to change. I overshot that. We're just gonna I think we should just run through. Jump on that, then jump down, it'll reduce our damage enough. The hunter won't come back. The item will be back up where we killed him. They're just burning down there. But let me go up here and grab it. Yeah, it is the long ladder. Very long ladder. But now his item's back where he spawned. The powder keg hunter badge. Now, I don't really care too much. I don't feel like walking back. I'm just going to use old hunter's mark. I have to buy them a ton for farming later. And we might be making good progress now, but we're about to get into one of my, like, the bosses I hate. And there's a couple, like, I know I said that about the Blood-Starved Beast, but, like, they just kick my ass. And if you play the game, you know what's coming up. I don't want to ruin it, but it just kicks my ass. So hard. Now let's see what we got available in our shop. Okay, now we have the Stake Driver, which is one of Snowy's favorite weapons. The Rifle Spear, which is just a spear with a rifle in it. The Stake Driver is like this thing that you equip to your arm, and it just has a little bit of reach. It's very, very close range. It's mostly for, like, visceral attacking. And then we still have the other weapons. Now, I do want Ludwig's rifle. I do like that gun quite a lot. So I'll save up 10,000 to buy Ludwig's rifle. We still have Tomb Prospector stuff, Yharnam. I think you get the Tomb Prospector by opening the Chalice Dungeon. I do believe. I will progress to the next area, and then I think we are going to call it a stream there. What's going to be the best way to do that? Probably the Cathedral Ward again. But in order to get to the DLC, there is a special tombstone. I believe it's the one that she sits in front of that you have to use to enter the DLC areas. How's it going, old lady?
We'll never get into this mess.
You okay? No. They're just all mentally strained. Now, this area is going to be a lot nicer now. So if you didn't run around and collect the items before, you can do it way easier now after killing Vicar Amelia, because everything will be mostly asleep and calmed down. There'll be a couple of enemies still out, but mostly a lot of them will be gone. Now we need to go this way. I want to go talk to the... I want to go see if those people changed at all. But the enemy density is significantly less. I like playing with this thing. Do any of you change?
Oh, enough of you already. Just go with you.
Okay.
Oh, thank goodness. You're a hunter, aren't you, dear? Might you know of a safe place?
Okay, this is how you get her over.
Very little of the incense left. Please, there must be some nice place to run off to.
Well, I'm not sending her to the clinic. You guys can send her to the clinic at your own time. I'm sending her to the chapel.
Perhaps I'll see you there.
Okay, and I want to check these others. You don't even need a quality build for the sword to be, like, good. Ah, shit, they saw me. Oh, they didn't. Thought he was coming after us. gotta be careful about that gunner up there. Where was it? Right here.
Help me! Please help! Help!
Yeah, they're just all stressed out. Can you blame them?
My baby! My precious little baby! Stay away! Stay away, boy!
All good things. All happy things. There's a few more things I want to do. I think we got like 12 minutes left on stream. Oh, I missed an item over here. Okay, so we're gonna unlock the other area. I want to go back to the Cathedral Ward. I want to... I think just going back to the ward. There was something else I just thought of. We good? Okay, it's Alfred again.
Oh, good to see you safe. Now, let's think up something to discuss. Just tell me what piques your interest.
The corrupted Vile Bloods.
Ah, there's something I want to tell you. A bit of wisdom from the eminent master Logarius. Once, a scholar betrayed his fellows at Bergenworth and brought forbidden blood back with him to Canehurst Castle. It was there that the first of the inhuman Vile Bloods was born. The Vile Bloods are fiendish creatures who threaten the purity of the Church's blood healing. The ruler of the Vile Bloods is still alive today. And so, to honor my master's wishes, I search for the path to Canehurst Castle. I bid you farewell. It has been a pleasure. May the good blood guide your way.
Okay. So we are going to head down here. Now that we have the password.
The password.
Fear the old blood. Already dead. Not creepy at all. Not even in the slightest. So I don't think there's two. We have to go through a little bit here before we hit a lantern. Not far. Honestly, I'm just gonna go run and grab the lantern real quick. Just so we don't have to walk. Now that if we die while we're grabbing the few items there. Ow! Now the item, yeah, the enemies have gotten far more tanky. Ah, God damn it. It's adjusting my hand. Not used to playing for this long straight. Like, I do play a lot of games for a lot of hours, but like, I take breaks. Like, I take at least like 10-15 minute breaks in between it at some point in time. So, like, playing for 4 hours straight is just kinda, it sucks. It just sucks on your body. Now that I'm saying hard, I've worked like some terrible factory jobs. This is fucking easy. I'm playing video games and talking to you guys. It's not like it's that hard. You're saying you get a little stiff. Ow, son of a bitch, it's one of you. We traded. At least if you kill them pretty quickly, they give you a lot of your vials back. Madman's Knowledge and Adept Bloodstone Gem. We will have to check out what that one does. We will not be progressing further into this area. This will be a tomorrow thing. But I do want to run back to the Cathedral Ward and check that Bloodstone. Now, this is the proper story direction. This is where you have to go. Whoa, I zoomed in a lot there. I had to mute my mic for a second, or like half a second, and then I just like zoomed in on my face. We're very close to leveling up. I think I could just... Oh, I remember there was 2 things I need to go to the Cathedral Ward for, and my money's not safe for one of those things I want to check. I'm a little shy. Let's just go in here. I am not, like, careful with my money. When I want something, I buy it. And that is true of almost everything in my life. If I want something, it's mine. I shall have it. We can start buying Bloodstone shards now. The twin ones. Oh, this is... Oh, sorry. I am completely incorrect. We can only buy the normal ones. The twin ones require the things. I was in the wrong inventory. Ludwig's rifle. I believe you have to... Okay, so I need a little extra into Blood Tinge to use this. But it's okay. I like this gun. It's just fun. Plus it matches my sword. So what am I at Blood Tinge wise? I need 3 levels into Blood Tinge to use that. We'll be okay for now. You can definitely level up your guns and things like that. If you're really interested in doing like Blood Tinge builds, you definitely want to level up your gun. But if you just want it for the parry, if you don't care about that little bit of extra damage, just don't. Okay. Blunt attack. We don't need blunt attack. I'll keep the thrust just for the visceral attack damage for right now. Plus, I mean, it does help with the charge attack, which is nice. And I charge attack a lot. So, let's go to the Cathedral Ward real quick. And then we will probably call it good there. I'm very excited. It was a very good stream. I'm very happy I decided to do 4 hours instead of 2, because otherwise it would have taken us forever to do this game. But now we have someone else.
Oh, hello, dear. You weren't lying. This is a safe place. Thank you. I am in your debt. I'd like to tender my thanks, but I can't imagine what to offer. All I can give is my blood. But would you even take a whore's blood?
Receive blood treatment.
Oh, good. Come close, dear. Don't worry, I've done this before. Oh, hello. Sorry, dear. You're much too eager. I've only so much blood, okay?
Yes. That's a whole thing.
Oh, kind hunter. Thank you. So, that lady, you told her about this place. Well, she actually talks to me. Well, only now and then, and she don't mince words. But she's a kind one. I can tell. A good woman. If you find any saint survivors, well, send them along to Erden Chapel, will ya?
Yeah, so you can just gather people here. You don't have to. It's really just for side content.
Oh, the good old days. What a laugh, eh?
Okay, now I want to check around this corner. I do not remember when this guy shows up back here. Is it now? There he is. Hi. Kill me. Kill me. Do it. Kill me. Kill me. They're called kidnappers. Yeah, we're going to a special place. A late game place. A horrible place. You can't do the whole area here. You can't skip the game, but it's just fun. And I did find this out on accident. I just like tried to fight him and then he killed me. And he brought me here to this fun place. It is an amazing game. Especially like after you know what's going on. I like how they didn't even lock it. I don't remember. I don't want to do too much here. I think I'm gonna go back in this cell. I'm gonna go back in my cell. And I'm going to call it good from right here. But it was a great stream today. I'm happy we got everything fixed and got over the incident with the audio yesterday. But as usual, thank you guys all for coming. I love you, and I will see you next time.